Right, are we good? Are we live? I think we are. Hello all and welcome back to the Football Chat Live. The Women's World Cup continues and we are up very, very early in the morning here in the UK for USA versus Netherlands. Should be a really exciting encounter. A game which could definitely decide who tops Group E, which is very crucial, obviously, for the seeding further into the tournament. So, very important match today between the two finalists of the 2019 final. Of course, the USA won. They always do. But yeah, very exciting game. Oh, how excited are you, Harry?
So excited. This has to be a good game. It's too early for 3-0. But no, should be a very, very good game. A very, very exciting game. Should be a lot closer than that final that we saw in 2019. I'm very excited for this one.
Yeah, bit late, Jack. Welcome to the stream, Harry. Good to see you. Yeah, it is. Well, in fact, it was a bit early, I would say, because I mean, we woke up. Well, I have slept somewhat, but
yeah, it's like some people went into sleep.
Probably not.
Or party all night. But definitely, I was definitely not me. But this should be a good game. It should definitely be worth getting up for.
Hopefully so.
Looking forward to it. Very competitive. We've seen.
This is definitely the game of the group stage, isn't it? You know, we've watched Nigeria, Canada. That was a good game. Yesterday was a really good game. Sweden, South Africa off air. That was a really nice one as well. But today really should be the highest quality match. Two sides that really should be going all the way, or at least as close as possible to all the way this year. Obviously, the US are the reigning champions. Their squad is worse, I would say now. A couple of retirements. Obviously, they lost their manager as well. But yeah, they've had. They're definitely still a very strong side, as are the Netherlands, obviously.
Yeah, and I think in terms of the first game as well, both teams have got USA have got to build on what was a brilliant win against Vietnam. I think Netherlands have got a point to prove after a bit of a lacklustre performance against
Portugal. Yeah, they struggled. They struggled in that game, but yeah, it was they got the result over the line. That's the most important thing. So yeah, I think for me it should be a really interesting game. We know these two sides obviously clashed heads in the final, as we've mentioned. They were, I would say, they're a lot closer now than they were 4 years ago. I think this game will be real tight. Yeah. But
I think it'll be a good one. I'm intrigued to see.
Hopefully.
As you say, both teams come a long way since then. Both teams missing a few players. Both teams gaining a few players, so it should be quite interesting to see how they fare off against each other. Yeah,
should be. Should we get into the lineups then?
Yes.
Because two very, very strong teams. A couple changes for the Netherlands. I definitely know. I don't think there's any for the US, but we will run through the lineups, of course. So we are in Wellington, New Zealand today. I feel like every stream we do has been in New Zealand. I was noticed Australia yesterday, but most of the ones we have covered have been in New Zealand. We'll start, of course, with the designated home side, the US. In between the sticks, it is Neher. Flat back four of Fox, Ertz, Gurma and Dunn. Cross the midfield three, De Mello, Sullivan and Captain Horan. Then it's Trinity Rodman on the right. Sophia Smith, she scored a brace on World Cup debut in the first match. She's on the left. And then Alex Morgan, of course, leading the line. Very strong team, isn't it?
It is a very strong side, I mean, you've got Sophia Smith out on the left. She said, she was absolutely brilliant in their first game. Alex Morgan, we all know how good she is. Just she might be getting on a bit now, but she's still very, very good.
Yeah. And then if that's not enough, there's strength in depth, obviously, with players like Megan Rapinoe to bring off the bench, with Kirsty Mewis as well. Some very experienced players who can't get in this team tonight.
Yeah, very strong side.
So I say tonight. I don't even know if it is night in New Zealand, but probably.
Not a clue.
Yeah. Anyway, as for the opposition, the Netherlands, they line up in their 3-5-2 once again. Van Donselaar in between the sticks, recently moved to Aston Villa, looked decent in that first match, made some very important saves to deny Jessica Silva. Back three then of Captain Spitzer, Van der Graat and Janssen. Palova at right wing back, Bruggs at left wing back. She was particularly impressive on World Cup debut against Portugal. Midfield three of Danielle van der Donk, Groenen and Jill Roord. And then a front two of Lieke Martens and Snees. Or Snoose. I don't know what we've settled on yet, but I think it was
There's one change, and it is that Beerensteyn's been dropped. Which I think
that's the right call.
I think so. Because she had a lot of chances against Portugal that she missed. She got in good positions, but I understand why they've done it.
I was impressed by her. I thought her movement was really good. She took up some decent positions. She's a good player. I'm surprised to see her bench, but she didn't score. No. Potentially, therefore, deserves to be dropped.
And it is. I mean, it's a big call for a big game. So fair enough for doing that. I think it could be the right one. But I guess we'll wait and see.
Yeah, we'll find out, won't we? So yeah, what do both sides... Who would you say is the key player for both sides today?
Well, I think USA is obvious. It's going to be Sophia Smith, realistically. Yeah. She was brilliant in the first game. She is their threat. I think it'll be interesting to see what happens because we saw for Netherlands, Brugge and Palova got very high against Portugal. I think against the US, they've got to be careful of that because if you get through those wing backs, you're going player for player, position for position with that USA front three against the Netherlands back three, which would leave the Dutch having a lot of problems.
They do Spitzer.
They do.
Who counts as two players pretty much.
But I think that front three is very dangerous for the US. Netherlands have got to be careful because it is a very attacking system. They've got two very attacking wing backs. They've got to be aware that doesn't leave them to be easily exploited. Speaking of though, if those wing back do get forward, they are very, very dangerous. We saw, Palova and Brugge really getting down the wings, causing a lot of problems for Portugal, and they'll happen to do the same today for the US.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see how they defend Netherlands because we saw in the first game Vietnam really struggled to deal with the US. My only thought could be, will Palova push on and will Brugge sit a little deeper? Yeah. Because obviously then they could form a bit of a front three of Mertens, Snoys and Palova. Yeah. And then sort of slot into sort of like a 4-4-2. But, yeah.
I'm intrigued to see what happens. I think it's going to be fascinating.
Yeah, it should be. It should be a really good one. Yeah, and then in terms of the US, as you say, Sophia Smith, a really, really good player. I think Trinity Rodman as well. Didn't exactly show it in the first game, but still looked good. Didn't get on the score sheet. Yeah. I think she could get on the score sheet tonight.
Possibly.
I think this could be a high-scoring game, but both sides don't really have anything to lose. But for the winner, this could be passage into the next round, or should well be passage into the next round. And as for the loser, well, they face a little bit of a challenge. Because they will, if it's the US, for example, they will have and Portugal beat Vietnam later today, they would have to fight Portugal in the final game for progression through the next stage. I think
I'll be intrigued to see US being tested defensively, because let's be honest, Vietnam didn't test them at all. No. So we treated you put them under a bit of pressure, trying to cause them some problems. How they react to that? Possibly. It's more my theory.
And given both sides are a bit more attacking, given both sides are a bit more quality, do you think the game will actually open up a bit more? Because I can't imagine either is going to sit deep today.
Once that first goal scored, especially, I think if your team gets in there early and takes an advantage, it'll be a very, very interesting game. I just hope it isn't one of those cagey ones that ends up nothing happening for the first 60 minutes.
Yeah, I hope we get a close game, as in it's close, but nothing happens for ages because both sides are too good to break each other down. But
I think it doesn't matter where literally both sides could just spend the whole time just knocking the ball to each other and drawing 0-0. I really hope it doesn't happen. Should be a good game, expecting a few goals, but this is where I want to see some quality. We've seen a few drubbings, we've seen a few games where silly errors have given teams wins.
But also for Netherlands, this is a big chance to prove themselves. Because I'll be honest, after that first game, I have my doubts about the Netherlands. I thought they'll be semi-finalists at worst, probably. Yeah. Maybe a shock, quarter-final exit. But if tonight's performance is anything like the game against Portugal, they won't win. And if they continue like that throughout the tournament, they're not in a great spot. Yeah. You never know, Vietnam might beat them in the final game.
Possibly.
And then they could be out. If Netherlands or US was a good group.
They're not used to Vietnam.
You never know.
You do. Yeah, both teams coming out in a very sunny New Zealand.
Yeah, very sunny, warm.
Day. In a very round, we haven't played in this stadium. Oh no, Nigeria, Canada was here, wasn't it? Very round stadium. I like it.
I imagine this is used for cricket, would be my guess.
Possibly, yeah.
Or Aussie rules, I don't really know how that's played. I think they're just...
This is New Zealand, isn't it?
Oh, right, yeah. Well, they probably still play Aussie rules.
Play Aussie rules. Oh, I've got a bit of Aussie rules.
Yeah, I imagine this is a cricket stadium that they've put a football pitch on. Senior DOS Games, welcome to the stream. Hi, welcome, mate.
Everyone
good to see you.
Early in the morning.
I was going to say, we've got a lot of the regulars, or a lot of people that have tuned in before. I was expecting to get a couple of Americans and overall be a bit of a dead chat because when we've done other streams this tournament, not many people turned up, but loads of people turning up. Thank you all very much for the support in this early morning game. We should probably get into some predictions and chat. If you want to get involved, please do put your predictions in. Please do vote in the poll and chat as we're going through ours. Harry, what is your prediction for today's game?
I think it'll be very close, but I think Netherlands want to prove a point. I don't know if they're going to prove that point though. They'll push the USA all the way, but I think the Americans will just nick it. I'll go USA 2, Netherlands 1, with USA goals from Smith and who's the captain again? Horan, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
And then a Netherlands goal from Snoyce.
Yeah. Now, the optimist in me wants to go 3-0, but after the games we've watched so far, and the highest scoring game we've had was yesterday in a 2-1 win, I am going to go a little more modest. I think it'll be a 1-0 Netherlands victory. And I think it'll be Van der Graat from a corner.
Yeah.
Again. Yeah. And I think that's how Netherlands are going to win the World Cup.
Fair enough.
Spitzer's going to keep putting it on Van der Graat's head. But yeah. I think it's going to be a close one.
Yeah.
Can't really see either side walking away with it. If they do, that would be a damning reflection on the opposing team. But yeah. Senior Just Games asked, off topic, but what will the podium be of the Belgian Grand Prix? Well, we're in the predictions game. What are you going to go for quickly?
Verstappen, Norris, Albon.
That is such a rogue one. Yeah, it's probably going to be something like that, isn't it? I'll go Verstappen, Perez, and Piastri.
Fair enough.
It's a little different.
I just said
it's going to be Lando.
It's too early in the morning.
It's going to be like Lando and Lewis and stuff.
Slap Alex Albon on that podium.
Fair enough. But yeah, teams just doing the national anthems now.
Land of the Free, belting out for the stadium.
It's Netherlands anthem right now.
We missed it. What a shame.
But yeah, I know Harry puts USA will win because Netherlands are bad. I don't agree with that statement, but an interesting prediction. Just about going for USA 2, Netherlands 1. So again, a very tight match, but decided by just a goal. But yeah, it should be a good one.
Should be a cracking game. Should be a cracking game.
I can pray.
Yeah, very,
not
very
got
high
off at 2 a.m. for a 0-0.
No, I have not. If it's 0-0 in the 70th minute, I'm going to bed. Don't care. Both just can do our formalities now, but yeah, no, big game this.
Yeah, and chat's favour seems to be with the USA, 67% voting for the United States, 33% going for the Netherlands. Of course, have your say if you haven't already. Nobody predicting a draw yet, but that's fairly usual amongst our audience.
Yeah, but this is important for both teams, because much it is only a group stage game, this is landing the first blow, this is laying down the first marker to reach, because if you can take the advantage, if you can proving you've beaten one of your rivals to the tournament early on, you're proving a big point there.
Well, not only that, but it also means you can rest up in the final game, which I think, given how tight the schedule is, because they play again, I think USA, they play again on Wednesday, I want to say.
Yeah.
So if they play again on Wednesday, and then they may have a game on Monday or Tuesday based on whether they're top or second, having the ability to rest in that final match, just get a couple other players in, not only does that increase squad harmony, because there'll be players that probably weren't expecting to get a game that have now got a game, and they'll be happy about that, but it also means your key players don't get injured, don't get suspensions, and can refresh before the next stage. But it's a long tournament. We've still got we've got a while. The final is not till the 20th of August. We're not even into August yet, so it is a long tournament.
Yeah.
There's a lot of matches to play. This is the longest Women's World Cup we've ever had, the biggest Women's World Cup we've ever had. I think it's very important to have that final game free. So that's why this game is so massive, and actually why I think the Japan-Spain game won't be as exciting as everyone's talking about. Because I think both sides will rest up quite a bit.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yamishi Yamashita refereeing again. She was obviously the referee of the opening game of the tournament. Absolutely owning her VAR decision. So great to see her back. But this is a big game. This is a big game. And things like VAR could come into play. Who knows? Be some contentious calls. There haven't been any. They've been brilliant decisions so far the tournament. But
it's always in the big games where contentious calls happen. But yeah, we are soon to get underway here in Auckland, is it? No, Wellington, I believe.
Yeah.
Wellington, New Zealand. And the players now take to the field.
Van der Graat was
following all the pre-match faff.
Yeah. But no, Van der Graat had a really good game for Netherlands against Portugal.
Yeah.
She's going to need to step up again today. She was brilliant. She was honestly everywhere.
So if there's any player that can mark Alex Morgan out of a game, it's going to be Stephanie Van der Graat. And I think her performance, but not only her performance, but the entire Netherlands backline's performance is really crucial. And also how their wing-backs operate.
I think another player also got my eyes on is Lieke Martens. She was a bit lacklustre against Portugal. Yeah. She's eager to step it up today.
Yeah, she's got big boots to fill in those of Vivian Miedema. She's still a very, very good player for Ballon d'Or winner, of course, Lieke Martens.
Yeah.
Netherlands will get us started here today then. Referee will check that everything is ready to kick off, and now Netherlands get us underway. Interestingly, it looks like Spitzer is through the middle of the backline, at least off the start here. Long ball from Spitzer, by the way, claimed well by Neher in between the sticks for the US. But that's quite interesting to see that potentially Spitzer through the middle. Is that showing that the biggest threat for the Netherlands is Sophia Smith?
Quite possibly.
And that's why they want Van der Graat on her instantly. We
saw
saw the tackle she was making in the last game. If she could just do that again all night, well, all afternoon. But yeah.
Oh, Lieke Martens kicking the ball into her own face. And now he's out for...
She will be checked, of course. All head injuries are. And watching on, of course, Andres Jonker. He's not done badly, has he, Jonker? No. I think he's clearly a decent coach, but big boots to fill of Serena Wijkman. And last year I would say was a disappointment for the Netherlands. They would expect them to be, right up there and competing for every single tournament with the squad they've got, but they weren't good enough last tournament. Yeah, they'll be wanting to step this up in the competition which they lost in the final stage just 4 years ago. Yeah.
Big opportunity. This is what those get. Like the mental side of this win would be huge as well.
Looking along, Trinity Rodman does well. Holds the ball, doesn't account for Jill Roord coming back into midfield. Here's Groenen. Yeah. And now Janssen needs a forward pass. Can she pick out Lieke Martens? Trying to find Snuys. It seems like it's a lot more of Mertens playing off of Snuys today rather than as a front two. I know Beerensteyn was a lot more offensive than Lieke Martens in the first game, but it seems a lot more of second striker, number 9.
Spitzer's gone back to right centre half, and de Graat takes the central position.
So presumably it was just for that kick-off then to get Spitzer with the ball in behind.
That was not a great distribution.
No, I was going to say, Van Domselaar trying to go along the floor, cut out by the US, now won back by the Netherlands though. Jill Roord shifts out wide, here's Palova into Danielle van der Donk. Lose possession though, and now Sophia Smith, so dangerous a player, driving inside. Still going on, Smith finds Morgan. Alex Morgan, the touch isn't good enough, and very good interception there from Janssen. But that's the fear for the Netherlands today, is that they can't get opened up so easily. That was just a very simple run from Sophia Smith, and she cut through their team like a hot knife through butter. And now in behind again, Alex Morgan on this left hand side puts it in the middle, looking for Smith. Hasn't managed to find anyone. Cleared away by the Netherlands, but back out to Alex Morgan. And now US with possession.
US already showing their quality in the attacking department.
Yeah.
That's a good ball in as well. No, that's not.
That's over the top of everyone. So it looks like Morgan and Smith will be quite fluid with their movement. I think Morgan will drift out wide left. I think Smith is more than happy to come inside, of course. She is by trade a forward, or a striker. And I think we will see her and Morgan rotate around a lot tonight. This afternoon, I don't know what to call it. Anyway.
Different time, different place.
Van Domselaar. Going to go along with this, looking for an attacker. The problem for the Netherlands is the way they play out for the back is go long, where's Miedema? When Miedema isn't there, who are they aiming for? And I think that's potentially why they've brought in Snuys today.
Yeah.
Because she does just have a bit more height, a bit more physicality. In fact, physicality, Brooks does well to get down the line, but then shuffled out of play by Fox. And now it's with Ertz. Clears it away, blocked though. The clearance blocked by Mertens and out for a goal kick.
Yeah, Netherlands just trying to steady the ship really, not concede early.
Yeah.
See what happens. Oh my god. USA fans loving it.
Now Fox. I think the US have got to be very careful in possession. I mean, Fox has done really well there.
And that's what I'm saying about the wing back's getting caught. If she doesn't put her down there, suddenly a massive gap behind her.
But also Brooks has got to be, more sensible than that. Fox just catching her out with some quick movement, and then Brooks being forced ready to pull down. Pull down Emily Fox.
Early foul, no yellow.
That makes her the most foul player in the match I've just seen on football. The tricky winger, Emily Fox, trying to keep it on, but she won't. There is no way that's No, I was
Actually,
going to say
right.
that's definitely not kept on. She's practically in the USA coach's technical box.
Vlatko Andonovsky.
Yes, I believe so.
So, or is it Andon?
No, you're 100% right. Andonovsky.
What a name. Cracking name.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got big shoes to fill as
say,
well. He's like
Jill Ellis is not the easiest coach to replace.
Yeah.
Of course, the most successful, well, arguably the most successful manager in women's football history. Two-time World Cup winner with the US 2011 and 2015, 2019. But yeah. I also didn't realise that Japan won it in 2011. I found that out the other day.
I mean, I think.
Oh, how on earth does that ball get through there? Spitzer,
Huge
heart in
let
mouth
off.
moment. USA just sort of put a ball in towards the area. Spitzer misses it. It finds its way all the way
think
through
that's
to
more than
Van
was expected.
Domselaar. So it came off Van der Dom. Spitzer missed it. Van der Graat went through her legs and Morgan wasn't awake to it. But
let off the Netherlands.
I was
You
gonna
can't
say-
afford to let USA have too many of them.
see, Morgan doesn't even need to be aware of that. If she's just in a better position where
Yeah.
she can just prod it home. Morgan,
That'd
Van
be
der Graat through the
true.
back.
I was waiting for that to see when that was going to happen. If Van actually very physical up against Morgan,
She has to be, really, doesn't
Yeah.
she? USA lifting the ball out wide to Dunn. I don't think she's going to get that. Over ambitious with the pass there. Over hit by Ertz.
Yeah. But the USA starting the better of the sides in these first opening 6 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, chat, do give your thoughts throughout. It's great to see so many people. I was not expecting to see 6 viewers tonight because it is a very early morning stream for our usual audience. But it's great to see so many of you in chat today. But yeah,
Keep talking to
yeah,
us.
please do. 7 votes in the poll and chat. Then 71% back in the US.
Yeah.
Still a strong faith in the US WNT. Janssen. Now Van der Graat.
Just taking their
Goes
time.
to Spitzer.
No rush.
I was going to say, to hold on to possession for a moment is ideal for the Netherlands. Is a draw the ideal result for both teams today?
I mean, it basically puts them through because Portugal.
They don't show any cards in case they
Yeah.
meet later in the tournament.
Take the 0-0 and just make sure they get through.
Yeah.
'Cause they're both through,
Brilliant
really.
turn from Palova. Obviously, you'd like the 3 points. That means you're through. But if they draw today and then Vietnam, Portugal's a draw later on, they've just got to make sure they don't lose in their other games.
Mm.
Yeah. Ball in behind now for the US. Smith will give chase. Puts into the box. So Van der Graat will just saunter over and smash it out of play.
Like she lightly jogs like she's just going to tap it away. Then just leathers it out for a throw. Spitz is going to struggle in that race.
I was going to
Smith.
say, yeah.
The USA throw now. There's only one that can keep up with her, Scooby Spitzer.
I think if we give Spitzer her merits constantly because rate her so highly, usually for her work ethic, for how good she is in terms of her energy and all that. But she's also not the slowest considering she is a DM and she is 38, going up against 21-year-old, 19-year-old maybe potentially Sophia Smith. Really exciting young player. Yeah.
Jill Roord's been absolutely
That is a
spun.
lovely turn from Horan, and now options ahead of her goes to. I don't think that is Alex Morgan.
Sullivan?
The 9 always gets me. Yeah, I think it's just Sullivan, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Ball inside. Rodman
Oh.
shot from Sullivan wide of the post.
Or is it the other one in midfield? Might be the other one.
I think it's DeMello, yeah. Savannah DeMello, the number 9. Well, yeah, getting into that role then, DeMello.
I don't think Morgan got in her way.
Yeah.
Because if that was on target, Morgan would have put in a brilliant block.
Yeah, I think Sullivan is the deep lying midfielder for the US, and then DeMello and Horan trying to push on a bit more. Van Dorn's under a lot of pressure, and Sophia Smith got a touch on that ball, but the clearance does find its way to Brooks. But the US, at the moment, causing a lot of problems.
Yeah, I don't think she just didn't know she was there. Well, no one told her she was there. Just didn't seem to realise that she was right behind her. Big let off. Huge let off for Van Domselaar.
Chelsea fan calling Cucurella a clown in chat.
What's
And
he
it's
done there?
it's half time Newcastle 1, Chelsea 1. So
Wow, great.
Chelsea fan, what did Cucurella do? Is it an own goal by any chance? Yeah,
Yes.
now a US throw.
Netherlands just starting. They just starting to feel a bit under pressure, bit uneasy.
Yeah.
And they've got to be careful this doesn't slip away from them, because US have started well.
Janssen puts that out of play. Rodman will go over and get the throw though. But she'll leave that for Fox to take. But as we've been saying, US looking the stronger side in these early stages then. It makes sense given the calibre of talent they've got.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rodman just gets under that cross. Sophia Smith might still get there though. Out in this wide area. Jill Roord takes the ball off her though. Palova, Roord. Now Spitzer. Back to Jill Roord. This is nice football from the Netherlands. This is the first bit of positive football. Now they've been forced backwards though.
Netherlands are the right thing in the way to stop USA's technical
Brilliant.
ability is to beat them physically. Because if you're bullying them off the ball and they can't use their ability.
Mertens, Roord.
Much better.
Moves it out wide. Here's Palova. Lieke Martens tries to play it out wide, looking for Palova. I think that'll go off the end of the pitch though. It will indeed. US goal kick.
And that's the difference. That doesn't happen to the US. That was a really nice bit of play from Netherlands, and then just the pass was overhit.
Yeah.
Just that quality, really.
Do you think this front two for Netherlands is making it very difficult to build up from build out from the back? Not really build out from the back, but they haven't got many outlets.
I don't think Snoyce has touched the ball.
They're not wide enough because their wing backs are having a drop.
Yeah.
So they can't be. They can't be high enough. Janssen misses the header. Alex Morgan now. Trinity Rodman out in this wide area. Can she get the ball in? Just about keeps it in play. Puts it onto the edge of the box. Here is Sullivan, Horan, Dunn. Well, sort of takes aim and took a deflection. So Van Domselaar will stop that going out of play. And now Netherlands back with the ball.
Just too good.
But again, the US almost toying with them in this phase here. Moving the ball really nicely. And then, the shot at goal, of course. Not quite on target, well, potentially on target, but blocked by Danielle van der Donk.
And Domselaar as well to stop that going for a corner.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Horan wins the header unchallenged. Dunn.
I think she faked herself.
Going down the left and tries to find Sophia Smith, but the pass is not good enough, doesn't find the target, and out for a throw.
Yeah, Netherlands are doing alright at the moment, but it's whether they can keep this up for 90 minutes.
Yeah.
But you never know. I think this game might turn for a little more than it is right now. America taking the early ascendancy, but Netherlands will have their spells.
Janssen.
And here's one of them.
Lieke Martens gets caught, not once but twice, but still in possession of the Netherlands. Snoyce. Ball out wide. Mertens on the deck. Netherlands will keep going, of course.
No, she's alright. She get two very
Roord.
strong tackles. I don't know what
Smith.
They're fanning
Morgan.
around. The Netherlands there.
And now the game will be halted to check on Lieke Martens, but it doesn't. She is now up on her feet, which is a positive sign. But she firmed two very strong challenges.
She recovered from one, and someone else came through the back of her. But Jill Roord I think Jill Roord's taken too long on the ball.
Palova.
She's got caught in possession a few times now, and
that's not her fault. Palova's pass wasn't good enough, and Morgan there again getting snaps. Well, not getting snaps.
Flying through the back.
Yeah, strong challenge from Stephanie van der Graat.
She just goes a few batters and bruises.
But that was De Mello that time, but yeah.
Still, after the frigate went blown, Van der Graat still went through the back of Morgan.
Anyone who's near Van der Graat. But yeah, she'll be keen to try and stop the US getting forward. And I think now there may be a VAR check here. I don't know why. The US, of course, probably chanting their name.
Like USA,
Probably, yeah.
USA.
Why are they doing that? So they're doing the Icelandic thunderclap with jazz hands.
Boo!
Yeah, I know. It's like the clap and then woo. I don't know why.
Oh,
Very passionate support though, the US.
Yeah, it's nice. I don't know.
The other team that gets behind their women's national side the most, though, I would say.
I mean, it helps that they're quite good.
I think England now, of course, are as well. But success tends to breed that support. Luke Hollingworth, welcome to the stream. Very good to see you at this early hour this morning. I don't know if I was going to say it might be a very normal time for you, Luke, but yeah, it's very, very weird to be streaming at this time. But yeah, ball long, looking for an outlet. Snoice managed to get ahead to it.
That's from Snoice shouldn't have to be running over to get the ball. The ball should be going to Snoice.
Yeah. I think that is the problem with playing. There's pretty much one up front.
Yeah.
Because while they do have two, it is one player playing off. Lieke Martens is playing off of Snoice. So Snoice is very much the target forward. Lieke Martens trying to feed off the scraps, but Snoice can't challenge for the ball very effectively every time.
No.
If it ends 0-0, I will cry, lol. Same Chelsea fan. How are we asleep in the 70th minute? I have to keep poking him when something happens. Trinity Rodman tries to play for the legs of Janssen.
Ignore it.
Bruggs.
Really
Lovely
good
play
shit.
to get down the left-hand side. But forced backwards. Groenen into Lieke Martens. Janssen. Netherlands have got to go a bit more direct. They've got to try something in this game. I mean, Janssen's now going for a dribble. That could be the thing that makes a difference. Pull over.
I don't know. It's just not clicking for Netherlands, really.
No.
They haven't really had their chance.
But also their attack hasn't had the ball. I feel like if they get the ball forwards, they're going to get something in this game. And that's really good from Lieke Martens. Driving forward here. We know her talent. Moves it out wide. Pull over. Good area. Chance for a shot here. Pull over. Cuts it back though.
Dundee as well there because she was well out.
Back to Roord. Roord takes aim and it has found the back of the net. Jill Roord showing the talent she possesses, and it's an absolute lawn cutter from the edge of the box, just driven into the bottom corner there. A lovely effort from Jill Roord. Neha with no chance. I think her sight was blocked by a few US defenders, but what a finish from Jill Roord that is, and the Dutch fans absolutely loving it.
Yeah.
Andreas Jonkers a little more calm in his celebrations, but seems a little small.
They've been under the cosh, but this was brilliant. Lieke Martens beating her opposing number, and then I don't really know why Dunn is playing middle of the field, and then they get caught out. She gets back in and clears it, but Jill Rod's got time and space in the edge of the box, and that's a terrible idea.
Close her down quick enough. But yeah, and here this clearance has got to be a bit more convincing.
Yeah.
Dunn just doesn't
why
get
Dunn was there in the first place, I don't know. And then Jill Roord, when you give Jill Roord time to take a touch on the edge of the box, set herself and shoot, you are bang in trouble. And they're the type of goals that win you these key games. Yeah. And Netherlands take the advantage despite US having the early play.
And against the run of play, US showing exactly why they can be fit in this tournament, because it doesn't matter how much they're under the cosh, they've got the attacking talent to flip the ball over and in the transition cause a lot of problems. US though immediately forcing a cracking save out of Sophie van Domselaar. What a save.
I mean, this is end-to-end stuff. It's like watching basketball.
Rodman there, so we're going to see a replay. Right. We were watching replays, which meant we didn't see the actual chance, but Janssen didn't get onto it. Rodman takes aim and just wasn't expecting it.
We've seen two absolute pages of efforts, but
it's definitely Van Domselaar, isn't it? I'm now realising.
I think Netherlands they've got a point to prove, and so that move there has just proved why they are so good. Sullen on the corner. Not a bad one in the air, but straight.
You're not winning a corner against the Netherlands.
No.
For one reason.
Exists. Bang, heads out. And if she doesn't head it out, she'll put enough pressure on you that you either cushion it to the keeper or head it over.
But yeah, big goal early in this game then. Early in this contest. Chat, where do we see the game going from here? And are the US going to come back into it? You would imagine so. Or are the Netherlands going to push on?
I think that's a big goal for Jill Roord as well, because she did not have a great game against Portugal.
No, she didn't.
Yeah, she wasn't at her best, but that's the kind of area where Jill Roord excels.
Yeah, she's saying she's full of confidence now. But she shows exactly why Manchester City were so desperate to pull that transfer off this summer. Because she's a brilliant footballer.
And she could be very dangerous in the WSL next year.
Yeah, I mean, there's some very exciting transfers happening.
Martens just can't really poke it through to anyone.
And the goalkeeper, Neha, will come and collect that. Wow, what a game so far. What a game indeed, Chelsea fan. We've been treated to an absolute spectacle so far from the US Netherlands. Hopefully they can keep this up for 90 minutes.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, if these two ties keep playing at this intensity for 90 minutes, it's going to be fantastic. But, yeah.
And there will be goals. There will be a lot
of
goals.
He's done. Tries to play it into
shocker.
Sophia Smith. Smith wasn't really alert to it, and it was Palova who pushed up onto our marker.
Just not really had a great game. I mean,
for
the first goal,
the touch isn't good. Rodman, Bruggs then pokes out of play, and it's a USA throw on the near side.
I think it is a case, US getting a little too comfortable in terms because they took the early advantage in terms of the possession and the way the match momentum was going, and then they kind of got into a rhythm, and then they got very caught out by the fact that Lieke Martens managed to beat 2 of their midfielders, and then catching Dunn out of position, they had a bit of an overload.
Spitzer now looking to go long. Dunn cuts it out. Di Mello. Here's Dunn.
The only thing from Netherlands is that long ball isn't reaching Snice. So if anything, is there much point in having her on there if you're not going to get the ball?
Because you need someone with movement, and that's what Beerensteyn had. She was so good at getting to the ball where they were trying to clear it, and challenging despite the fact she didn't have the height. But
and if she can move into that gap between Sullivan and the centre halves.
Equally, her movement for that goal was so key because she made that run that drew the defenders over to the right hand side, leaving the space to exploit for Palova and eventually Jill Roord as well. So key in that move also. Brooks gets something on that. I think that's going to be a US corner as a result.
Makeshift clearance there. I'm sure she didn't want to turn it out behind her for a corner.
No,
but that'll do the job. But again, US. With a chance here from this set piece to level up again.
Yeah, despite their early goal, Netherlands still not getting the favour in chat. 78% going for the US, 22% Netherlands.
Yeah.
I think that makes sense. The US are still very, very strong despite their the early goal conceded. Di Mello.
Fast start to this game. Very, very good. Exactly what we need.
Yeah.
Is it Di Mello on this one?
We might be asleep, but these two sides certainly aren't. Yeah. They're both lively in this game, and that's a good ball lifted into the area. Header could cause problems, but it's just wide of the post. But yeah, Morgan just trying to head that back across the box, trying to find someone who could just prod it in.
Following her around.
Yeah. She all stood in the vicinity though. Oh, she was. She just
didn't jump.
Didn't challenge for the header.
She already knows she's going to be. And someone else.
Horan there trying to flick it back across the goal, but yeah. Van der Donk there misjudged the ball through, and now Sophia Smith trying to get in behind, can't. Sophia Smith there. Ball just didn't fall right for her to be able to bring it down.
I think that's the thing we've got to remember is, yes, US is winning 4-0 in their opener game, but no offence to Vietnam, they're hardly the greatest team, we're saying.
No, but they were still very impressive. Because you can win a game against an easy side and not look great, but the US still showed. They really implied their inferiority in that game. So, yeah. Jill Roord. Now with with Spitzer, sorry. Switches the play, looking for Janssen. Going to be under the cosh a little bit, but gets the flick on. And now here's Van der Donk, lifts it to Brugts. Can she pick out
Never's on the counter,
a teammate? Lieke Martens. Ball into the box, that's a good area. Palova not going to get there though. Dunn does well. Falls out wide, and that's towards the back post, but Martens isn't getting there. Well defended by Emily Fox there.
Huge touch from Dunn.
But they're stretching them so far, even without a striker, the Netherlands. Van der Donk is almost pushing up into the right way. I thought it would be Paloma pushing forward. Van der Donk pushes forward to be that right winger, and it means that they are really stretching that US backline because they have a 5 in attack. They sort out into a 3-2-5.
If Dunn didn't take it off the head of Van der Donk, USA were bang in trouble.
Indeed, yeah. Because that would have meant the header.
Van der wins the header again. She's everywhere. Van der Graat is absolutely everywhere. Similar to the Portugal game. She's not let anything pass her. Smart foul there from Snice. That's the first thing she's done today.
Yeah, but I think as we've seen a bit, her role is definitely to draw players out of position, to try and win that long ball.
Van der Graat again, quality.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Snice is there for when her time will come. Though.
Like, she's not a world class player. I think she's well aware of that. She's a backup striker. She's your Wout Weghorst.
Yeah.
But obviously with Vivian Miedema's injury, someone has to step up into that role of trying to win those long balls, of trying to facilitate the play for the better players around.
And there will be chances. There will be a long ball that will reach her and she'll have to flick it onto Mertens.
Yeah.
There'll be a ball that she needs to hold up. And she might even get a Weghorst moment that, like the goal he got against Argentina.
But also, she's a threat from crosses. She does have height. She could definitely win the ball in that role.
And she might be the world's best player. She's very good.
Of course. Like, she's playing for the Netherlands.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't let anyone do that. That's not they wants to turn out. Brug's there.
No, the men's team let Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, referee just having a word with Bruggs. I think she has made one too many fouls in this game.
Well, she's just happy. Like, she's just laughing with her about it. Like, not nothing serious. Nothing.
No, that one was a bit soft.
Yeah. Well,
Emily Fox didn't take a lot of convincing there to hit the deck. Good challenge from Grunen, and that's been given as a foul. Again, I think that one's a little soft. But...
Nah, I think she chased her way back to clip rails.
Fair enough. Sophia looking for the ball to Sophia Smith there, done and caught by the fullback is Pullover, now back out wide with Smith. Can she put the ball into the box? Looking for Morgan. De Mello challenging for the ball. Now Danielle van der Donk. And she is forced to the ground in a wide area and wins the free kick.
Very smart there from van der Donk.
She knows she's going nowhere.
Yeah.
And intelligent there just to draw the foul from De Mello. Yeah, replay of this goal then. Absolute peach along the
54
floor.
54 kilometres when it hit the back of the net, 85 kilometres max speed.
Such a well struck
5.9 spin rate and 17.3 metres out. Brilliant stats there. From the statistician in my ear.
Mertens putting the pressure on.
Diamond's header.
Danielle van der Donk caught, and I think that will be awarded a free kick, rightfully so.
Since I said Dunn's having a mare, she's actually done alright.
Yeah. She's just out of position for the goal.
To do though, she heads it down to Van der Donk, who then's very smart.
But that is the problem for the US. How do you mark? Because you can't mark the fullbacks. That's why Pullover is out there. Because as soon as you mark the fullbacks, Mertens and Van der Donk have space to work with. So it is very difficult to mark the Netherlands. Maybe it's just about calling one more player to come into the back line.
Look at Pullover on the right hand side all by herself. And on the left hand side, Van der Gracht decided to go to Brooks, who's then lost it and then won it back again.
I think you just need to make sure that Sullivan is well aware she's going to have to get back and mark.
Which she has done so far.
Yeah. Other than for obviously the gut.
Exactly. I think when she doesn't do it, they're in big trouble.
Van der Gracht, Spitzer. Now Pullover tries to take it round Dunn. And somehow the US still have the ball. We haven't seen a proper quality goal at this World Cup yet. No absolute
that one was probably the best one.
No scream. That was a nice goal. No, the best one was probably the Kate McCabe corner.
Yeah.
Not sure how intentional that one was.
I'll say exactly.
No intention is of
true.
No interest to me. It's the goal, and that was a quality finish.
Yeah, I feel like we could say for knock.
Trying to think of others.
Long shots being spooned over the bar. I feel like someone might just step up and slap it. Like absolute rocket.
Jill Roord lifts out wide. Here's Pullover. Probably the Alexia Putellas.
Probably.
She was so good yesterday. Obviously didn't start Spain's opener, but is now back to full fitness. And she was brilliant. Netherlands ball falls to Janssen, and that could have been goal of the tournament if that found the back of the net just
on the volley,
just over the bar there from Janssen.
Left centre half, running onto it, bouncing ball.
Yeah, Brooks challenged it. Rodman headed away. It fell well for Janssen, and she was not afraid to take that volley on. Just got a little bit too much on it. But the goalkeeper definitely had something to think about there at full stretch. Ball just over the bar.
There's loads of different types of worldies as well. You can have the volley there. You can have the power strike that goes to the top.
You can have
corner.
an individual run and then just gets.
Yeah, you can have a rocket it into the bottom corner. You can have a curler. Just curl.
Little Andre Schürrle.
Yeah.
Here is Van der Gracht. Spitzer. Into Roord. And now out wide.
When Jill Roord finds herself some bit of space to work with, she's a magical player.
It's really interesting. In the first game, they had... So Grunen was sitting, and then it would be Roord and Van der Donk as your two midfielders. In this game, it feels a lot more like Roord and Grunen are both sitting, at least in the defensive phase, in the build-up phase, and then as they transition, Roord pushes forward, whereas Grunen sits a little deeper. And now we sit here where Grunen is that pivot player.
But when Roord transitions, she takes the ball with her.
Yeah, and Roord's a little higher. Spitzer. Snice. Now Roord. They're really opening up the US here.
There you go. I think we talked about the Roord Snice there. She's dropped
ball out wide and Brooks
in
in a bit of space. Touch is heavy, but she's kept it in play. She's been a player that's really impressed me.
Yeah, saying she's 99.
Van der Donk needs an option on the edge.
She was there. It wasn't really a shooting opportunity.
No.
Yeah,
I hadn't heard of Bruce before this tournament. Plays her club football for PSV Eindhoven. But yeah, she's looked really, really good in this Netherlands side. Just slotted in perfectly.
She has, really.
And yeah, obviously change of system for this tournament. I don't think they usually play with a 3-back. Or didn't obviously before. I think maybe the new managers brought that in, but cleared away by Van der Graat.
Yeah, so she's losing her balance there. Pass was a bit off, obviously because of that.
Yeah. De Mello, ref has to get out of the way. Yamashita, and then
flying.
Yeah, Van der Donk Groningen a little over aggressive there.
That's what she's in there to do. Just run them, of course, kick them.
And all three of the midfielders will rotate in that role because they don't want one player doing it and picking up yellow cards, but if they can just get involved there. That one was the softest, one of the softer fouls that's been given in this game. But anyway, US free kick now and a chance to draw level in this game. It's not a perfect area, but it's certainly something that could be converted if they get this into the right area.
Yeah, you've got Horan, you've got Ertz, you've got
Sullivan over this. Referee is unhappy about something though. Now she's content that everyone is fine. So Sullivan goes to Dunn. Little routine here. Lifts it into the box, headed across the box. Not headed anywhere, headed away by Lieke Martens.
Corner to the US.
Not a role you usually see Martens taking up and,
winning headers.
Doing really well in, but getting, fulfilling defensive duties there.
She gets a high 10 from Switzer. Nice.
And now Sullivan took the last set piece, going to take another set piece. And yeah.
It's because we spent the whole game yesterday trying to work out which one was like Little John and which was like Sullivan.
The Ireland game, yeah. Ball in now for Sullivan. Can she pick out a player in the box for the US? It's in the right sort of area, but everyone ran away from it. She put it in the area where everyone stood and everyone ran forwards. Spitzer cleared it away. Dara Azizi, welcome to the stream. Come on, Netherlands. Interesting. Welcome to the stream, mate. But yeah. I do really like this Netherlands side. Yeah. I think most people were cheering him on in 2019, but I was definitely cheering him on. US were dominating everything back then. So you always support the underdog, but yeah. US coming to this tournament. Do you think Netherlands come in as one of the favourites, or are they still slight underdogs?
They always come in as favourites. They're quality, absolute quality. Finalists in 2019. I don't think we can let a dismal Euro 22, or 21, 22, mask our judgment on how good they actually are. And they might not have Serena Weigman anymore, but they're still a very, very good side. Similar to the US, they might not have Jill Ellis anymore, but they're still a world-class side.
Yeah. I think the difference between the two sides, though, is that the US were sort of at the end of their prime in 2019, and we're now seeing a lot of the squad is different. Obviously, Sophia Smith was a child when the last World Cup was on, but...
Will these two sides end up on completely different sides of the draw?
I can check that. Rodman play forwards.
Because I wouldn't be surprised if we see this game
again
in a couple of weeks' time in August as the final.
So, I need the tournament bracket. I don't know. I feel like they should be on opposite sides.
Even on the same side again. I wouldn't be surprised if we see.
No, they are. So they are on the same side. They would meet in the semis.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw them play each other in the semi-finals.
Yeah, and obviously they are on the opposite side to England. They are on the opposite side of the draw to France and Brazil and Germany.
So realistically, this is between the... Hang on, that's a good chance.
I'm trying to get in there. Not that there's no quality, of course, on this side of the draw, but you've got Group G, which...
This is Japan, Spain side of the draw.
What's Group G? That's not Germany, is it?
No, Sweden, Italy.
Yeah. So I don't think there's anyone there that really...
Sweden.
Maybe Sweden can offer a challenge, but... Yeah, so they could... So that will be around a 16 game, potentially. The second in this group will probably play Sweden, which means this game means so much more. Because that's the difference between playing Sweden and playing someone like Italy or Argentina, which is a bit of a more manageable game.
We talk about it. If Portugal beat Vietnam later... Obviously, I know US are very good, but if Portugal somehow managed to put on the performance of their lifetime, they'd knock them out.
Potentially, yeah.
And that's why this game's a lot bigger than I think put Ertz there with the header deflected wide.
A further point as well is that if you finish second in this group, even if you manage to beat the top of G, you're likely going to play. You will probably play the one in the top of Group C, which is either Japan or Spain.
Which is very different.
And you do not want Spain.
No.
And that is
Japan, really.
Or Japan, no. They're two teams that are on this side of the draw. So I think those are the ones that can cause the most problems, and that is a header not too far away from the goal. Is that Ertz or Horan?
Horan. Just captain.
Yeah. Indeed, yeah.
But yeah, no, because Spain also know the quality, they're definitely up there. But Japan's like a side that can catch you out, can cause you a lot
and
of
even
problems.
so, you don't want to discredit A. New Zealand could still offer a challenge, as could Switzerland, as could Norway, depending on who goes through. Even the Philippines.
Netherlands, Van der Graaf
This is
feeling
massive. This would be a huge, huge miss for the Netherlands if Stephanie Van der Graaf is unable to continue.
Can't tell if she's injured or what.
And Andries Jonker does not look best pleased, going over to have a chat with Bruggs. I think she may have just been... Was she involved in that corner? It seems like she may have suffered a slight blow to the head, potentially. That's what she seems to be holding there. And the US will take this moment to get the squad together.
They need to.
And try and change their fortunes in this game. But I think Stephanie Van der Graaf... just caught there by the head of number 8. Is that Ertz? Yeah.
So just take a minute to regroup. She'll be back on in a minute, kicking people and just take the paracetamol. I'm guessing. I hope it's paracetamol. Is there anything else? Questions?
Well, it might be a bit stronger than paracetamol.
Yeah, maybe.
You never know.
Just looks weird. They're dodgy doing it behind the goal, and no one can see them.
Be worse than doing it behind the advertising hoardings.
Yeah. She'll make their own round. She does look in a bit of discomfort, but if there's anyone that's going to play through discomfort, it's going to be Van der Graaf.
And Daphne Van Domselaar certainly going long with no Van der Graaf on the pitch. Do not want that ball anywhere near.
But as much as obviously this game is massive, if Van der Graaf's feeling something and isn't feeling 100%, and all you got to do is beat Vietnam, you're already winning for to here, and you do beat Vietnam to get through. You could always not risk her.
But you never risk a head injury, of course.
No.
No matter the game or the circumstances. She's okay to continue, though. I don't see any reason.
Youngers waving to the ref who got to back on.
It's not an injury which can be... I don't think Yamashisa's aware of... But now Van der Graaf is able to go on. I think the fourth official saying, just go on.
Yeah, she's in her own world. She's just
watching the ball on the other side of the pitch, to be fair. Smith, and that's definitely... Dawson does not get that away convincingly, but Grunen making sure... that does not fall to a US attack.
Domselaar's had a really good game, but she's also made it as chaotic and because it looks all over the place, like the clearance that nearly got taken by Sophia Smith.
It is surprising to see a 23-year-old as the starting goalkeeper. I mean, she must have started. Did she start the last World Cup?
No,
can't have 4 years ago. But she definitely started the last Euros, and she'd only been 21.
I think, I mean, no, I'm trying to think of what I'm going to say. There you go. Only 23, and she's already got her big move to the USL and starting for Netherlands. She can do that for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
Balling.
No, it was Van Veenendaal in the.
I remember.
The team back then.
Well, I find when she got a game at the Euros, I feel like they swapped.
Maybe.
I feel like Veenendaal and Domselaar swapped, and I can't remember why. I find Veenendaal started a game, and then Domselaar replaced her because she either got injured or because she had a bad performance. Potentially.
I will go check that in a second. But just looking at this team from, obviously the US and the Netherlands side from the World Cup 2 years ago, and just how different they are. And both sides have a midfielder who starts in defence today. So Ertz was a midfielder, starts defence. Same for Sherida Spitzer. And very different sides though. Naya still in there, Dunn still in there, Morgan starts
still. A lot of these sides, but I think that says it all, that the US have more names that are still playing.
No, they don't.
Oh, do
the US have a lot less names. It's only a couple really. Players like Lavelle are now bench players. Players like Mewis are now bench players. Whereas for Netherlands, because the side was a lot younger then and still now, players like Martens, Medema would be starting. Beerensteyn, Spitzer, Van der Donk, Grunen, they're all players that still start. And of course Van der Graaf. But the defence is very, very different.
That's the point I was trying to make. Is that I was trying to say the US are getting older.
Still very good though. Annoyingly good.
Yeah.
And then I look and see that Euros last year with her. Yeah, Van Veenendaal did start the opener against Sweden. Just potentially got injured.
Yeah.
But then Van Donk started really well.
Put in a really good performance. I thought so.
But yeah, knocked out in the quarterfinals. One of their... Well, not the Euros they would have been looking for.
France. It's not easy, to be fair. France were very good. Obviously, they got knocked out by Germany, and then Germany lost in the final to England.
Yeah.
So a very tough side to draw, that one.
Yeah.
Kept on by... I've completely forgotten her name. Palova,
yeah. 16 votes in the poll and chat. The favour is starting to slip from US's grasp amongst our audience. 69% going for the US. Fantastic. 25% Netherlands. And 6% going for a draw.
Pretty close.
Yeah. It's closing up, obviously.
Yeah.
As the Netherlands start to really come into this game, obviously, with that opening goal as well. But yeah.
5 minutes left of normal time.
Yeah. Tipsy Catering, welcome. Good morning. Good morning to you too. It is a very, very early morning. But yeah. It's been a good game so far. I'm glad we've seen a goal at least. So we've got something to talk about as well at half time.
Yeah.
And yeah. Ball long then from the US. Van der Graat winning that well though. Janssen. Now Spitzer. Can she find the pass? She can indeed. Here is Janssen. And it is Grönen. Now Spitzer. But yeah, Netherlands looking so good in possession. It feels like the US just can't get close enough to them.
No.
And then they're getting opened up a little too easily in defence here. They're getting spread by the Netherlands wing backs. And yeah, Van der Donk, they're really struggling to mark up as well.
Yeah.
Spitzer. But I'm sure obviously that there'll be concerns addressed at half time by the management. It is difficult to try and communicate those sorts of messages mid-match.
Definitely.
Evening here. Dara, where are you in the world? Because I was going to say, it is it's 1:15 in the morning here.
3:15.
3:15, sorry, yeah.
3:15 in the morning here. It looks about I'd probably say midday in New Zealand.
I think it's 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
1 p.m, so.
Midday afternoon kind of time.
Yeah.
In the evening. I can't guess what that is.
Yeah.
Could be America. Is it evening in America?
It depends. America's not.
Oh yeah, I forgot. They're like...
Yeah. 700 different time zones.
America
is Europe.
All the states are different, just different countries.
Yeah.
Van der Graat.
The ununited States of America. The divided States of America. It's not the same ring to it. Anyway.
3 minutes left for half. We've seen another goal.
I don't think we will. I think we're going to the break at 1-0.
I don't think we are either. Oh, Sophia Smith.
Arizona, you were right with your America guess.
Well, that's good.
Cheering from the Netherlands, then, Dara. But from Arizona, why do you not support the US? I'm guessing you're not American, but you just live there. I don't know. But yeah, why don't you support the US?
No, you are American, just don't like the US.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame you.
What side's Arizona's the
DeMello.
west side? Yeah, west side of America, isn't it? I think so.
Want to say you're right. Don't have a clue. Not my knowledge of the US isn't great. I know that San Francisco and California and that are all on the west side.
Yeah, Arizona's either west or central. It's definitely not east of America. What should be east of America?
That's like east is all like Florida and Washington and
New York. I think.
Yeah, not state. I don't know what the states are called. I'll be honest.
Oh no, because they're all called different names, but they're not the real names.
Unless New York is a state, I don't know. I'm English. Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Staying out in the States, fair enough.
Yeah.
Smith, poor touch there. Well.
Sense of England, of course. Tomorrow is England.
Hopefully a bit more sleep.
Well, it should be a 9:30 kickoff.
It's still
Make sure you join us. That should be a good game. From Kent originally.
Fair enough.
Can't say I've been to Kent, but I think it is a nice place by most accounts.
Been to Kent?
Have we?
Yeah.
No recollection of it, to be honest. But yeah.
But I'm from at least near Kent. It's quite a name. It's nice.
It's nice. Here is Lieke Martens. But yeah, obviously the World Cup in America in 2026 then. Arizona is southwest, so yeah, not too bad a guess.
American knowledge is like on fire here.
Yeah, US World Cup in 2026. Well, you've also got Copa America in 2024 and the Club World Cup in 2025. So a lot going on in the US for football in the next few years. And of course, the most notable thing at the moment, Lionel Messi. Looked very, very good last night.
3 minutes out.
Oh, well, I think it was... I don't know. The time zones make it weird to say when it was, but recently.
Last night for us.
Against Atalanta. It wasn't really last night. It was sort of like yesterday, this time.
Yeah. I think we're calling this tonight. Technically, it's morning. Like, it's very early morning.
How Chelsea getting on?
I don't know.
1-0 still, 20 minutes left. That's a lot of changes
big
now.
First half in the game. Big first half for us as well. Thanks to everyone who's come out on
11 watching. That is sensational. Thank you guys for your support. Of course, if you are new around here, we don't ask usually for subscribers, but if you are new, please do subscribe to keep up with all the content. We are live every single day that there is games on for the Women's World Cup. And yeah, if you want to check our schedule, that is always available in our community tab. Right. The games are subject to change in the final match day, as we may change games for what's more interesting.
Just let us know where you're watching from. Cause I'm guessing most of you aren't from England, saying it's 2:47 a.m.
Never know. But yeah, 2 minutes left off this additional time then.
US pushing for an equaliser at the very end of this half. For a half that they've probably had control of, but Netherlands, hitting them on the counter and causing them problems every now and again. Jill Roord's had a very good half. So's Van der Graat. Similar players, similar names to what you'd expect of a good half, and Spitz is battling away there.
Sophia Smith, I'm just asking a question there whether that is a penalty, but
if anything,
referee...
I'd give it to Spitzer.
Yeah.
Van der Donk into Jill Roord.
Can't take it past down.
Yeah, Jill Roord had a great game. Great half for a brilliant finish. Spitzer can't just throws herself on the floor in front of Sophia Smith, and that works, helps her defend.
And the T20 World Cup in cricket is in the US. Didn't know that.
Blimey.
When is that?
I do not know.
When do they play the World Cup?
The US? They don't even like cricket.
Surely that means the team qualify, right? Do the US even have a cricket team?
I don't think they've got a team.
Maybe they just send the baseball people out.
Blimey, alright. That might be one of those, they surely they must have a team then. They must have got a team.
I think you can host the World Cup without having a team.
Someone down the middle from Netherlands. It's Grennan, she's holding her nose. Hopefully she's alright. I'm guessing it's just a blow to the face.
Yeah, just caught by the unsuspecting elbow.
I mean, that looked like she swung her arm around a bit more. She swung it around in complaint. She goes to complain. Where is it? It's. No, we didn't see it. She
did. Lieke Martens trying to come forwards. I think the US will get the ball here though.
Van der Donk.
We are, and that is, De Mello's made a couple challenges now. I think potentially going in the book, or does the ref just want to word?
I wonder why she was sprinting over there if I was going to chin someone. Just get excited.
Just sparks De Mello out. But yeah, just caught her unnecessarily there. Where Van der Donk wasn't going anywhere.
In the face.
Just decided to leave one on her.
And she's lucky the refs just telling her to calm down rather than booking her.
Because there's no intent to play the ball there.
No.
100% could have been a yellow.
I'm guessing this will probably be launched into the box by Spitzer, and then that'll be the half called.
Headed home by Van der Graat, but
yeah.
But no, I think we're all going to the break. 1-0 Netherlands. They've done well so far.
Spitzer. Flicked on by...
into the hands of Neha. She's going to go long, and if they play quick enough, they may get a chance in this. We're on to the fourth additional minute now of the 3 allotted. Going on now is Ertz. Ball back with the Netherlands, so you imagine that she will call time shortly. Yamashita. Just letting this phase play out, and now...
Nope, she's not.
She's decided no, I've had enough. And there we go. First half here in Wellington is over, and a very good start for the Netherlands. US 0, Netherlands 1. The scoreline which I don't think many people would have predicted from the off. The US obviously very, very strong. It is great to see the corner, the the tunnel in the corner club means everyone has to jog over to it, and watching the US manager in his big red puffer jacket jog over there.
Young, a bit more calm, just strolling
walking.
over with his coaching team rather than jogging over.
But he didn't decide to run, but he didn't decide to walk either. It was sort of like a weird
shuffling,
shuffle jog thing.
He's decided to walk now. He's the coach.
Yeah.
Rather than look like a melt, kind of just half walking, half jogging.
But I'm guessing while it looks bright, it probably is really cold, which is it's why they're all wearing jackets and puffer jackets and stuff. But yeah, it's obviously
they've actually got a studio for this one.
They do usually. It's ITV that do it in a box room, but that's not what the room looks like. It's just a grey screen room.
Yeah, I know.
They've not built that.
No, I meant like because obviously the 3 a.m. Nigeria Canada one. I swear that was BBC. They just went, oh, we've got a bloke sitting in a room. He's a commentator. 4 blokes who get up 2 a.m. by himself just to commentate.
Yeah.
This one, everyone's up. I mean, fair enough. Dedication to the cause. Well, they're a chill game.
Equally, this is a much bigger game than Nigeria Canada. There's a lot more like global interest. I think people will be watching this game.
That's why Farrah Williams is up at 1:30 in the morning.
Farrah Williams isn't out.
She's commentating.
Okay, fair. I was going to say.
I'm not that much of a
That's not Farrah Williams. Yeah, Dara says the US does have a cricket team and a league called Major League Cricket. Of course it's called.
They're going to get battered.
Major League Cricket. Why would they?
They're going to get absolutely battered.
Well, they're good at baseball. Why wouldn't they be good at cricket? It's the same thing where you just hit it and run around it.
So different.
No.
So different. No, I'd expect them to get torn apart.
Okay.
They're qualifying for it now, aren't they?
Is Riley Rousseau playing in it? Maybe as I support him.
Well, no, South Africa will be there, so if he's there.
Well, he should get picked. He's the best player ever. Anyway, on that first half then, very, very good for the Netherlands. What did they do so well that the US couldn't deal with?
They just wait. They let US have the ball. US had a few chances. You know, they let them get comfortable, and then bang, they hit them with a counter attack, caught them out of position, did really well, and they took advantage of it. And that's what you got to do so perfectly against the USA. You have to take advantage of your chances, and that's exactly what they've done. They had one chance, they took it. Have they had any other chances? No, because they're clinical. If they do get another chance, they'll probably take it.
Yeah, the US backline, I would say, is really struggling to deal with Netherlands. They have such an overload in possession because both the wing-backs bomb forwards. Then you have Danielle van der Donk joining to form a sort of front five, which gives them a lot of options in forward areas. And then even after that, you've got Jill Roord and Groenen ready to sweep up in case anything happens. And, well, Roord, perfect time, perfect place to take advantage here as she hit a lovely effort from the edge of the left.
Smashed it home where right.
Yeah.
But it all comes from that turnover in possession. Lieke Martens beating 2 midfielders, taking both of them out of the game.
Yeah, it's nice them making that run out wide to open up more space for Lieke Martens to run into. Then Danielle van der Donk making a run inside as well, keeping very narrow, because that left a lot of space for Pullover out on that right-hand side. She cuts it back to Roord, eventually after her cross is blocked, and then Jill Roord.
Keeper didn't
lovely
stand
effort.
a chance.
Couldn't really see the shot through the bodies and couldn't react in time to get across to it.
Even if she'd seen it, it'd been a hell of a save.
But Spitzer, the first player to go and celebrate, she also sprinted forward. But yeah, the US, they've not looked as good as they usually would. Netherlands very much a merited 1 goal advantage so far.
The US might have had the advantage of the play, but they've not taken their chances, and they've had a few.
Obviously, the 4-time winners of this competition, the US, they'll be looking to come back in this game and to, well, get back into it. They've been they've looked fine, but not anything special. But yes, Sophia Smith though still caused
just
as
can't
expected.
find a ball like there. The pass into, got into what's the right wing's name?
Trinity Rodman.
Yeah, and
Rodman's had a few good efforts. Of course, one had forced a very difficult save out of Daphne van Donk.
Knocked wide by Domenio.
Yeah, it's a case of close but not close enough so far for the US really, and they've not created anything too clear cut. I wouldn't say nothing that you're going, well, that should be a goal.
Alex Morgan, when she had the one where Spitzer missed it, went through Van der Graat's legs, and she couldn't put it home. Things like that. Yeah, and they've got to test
Van Domselaar a little more. Like she's a fantastic goalkeeper, but we know she has a tendency to spill shots. So just keep at it,
And she's still young.
Testing the goalkeeper, but it's gonna be interesting. Are you fellas looking forward to the football season starting, and who do you support? We're both Chelsea fans, but we are also a Villa fan. Optimistic for this season?
Definitely.
And as a Luton fan, I am, excited. But
looking forward to the Premier League back in 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
2 or 3 weeks.
It's 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
11th of August.
Crazy. Feels like
our schedule is going to be very weird.
Only just ended.
Because
now got a summer series thing.
we have the Women's World Cup semi-finals at the same time, on the same weekends as the Prem opening games. So
you've got Community Shield, UEFA Super Cup. So much is coming thick and fast in the next couple months. So, especially, I think August. August is a massive month. There's a lot happening in August.
August is going to be mental.
Yeah.
September we're going to be live like once to make up for it.
Yeah.
No, so September's a lot more calm. August though, always quite chaotic. But yeah, I know last year we did the start of the championship season. Don't think we're going to be doing that this year. That's our one day off in August, pretty much.
Watford Burnley.
That's a good game, to be fair.
Yeah.
And this year it's Southampton, Sheffield's Wednesday.
Yeah, I think so. The team that came up was the team that went down.
Yeah. Liverpool for me, fair enough. I think you guys are going to have a good season. You've got a good side. I think people are sort of not really taking notice of the recruitment, but McAllister and Szoboszlai are both great pickups.
For me, still one midfielder.
Especially if you lose Henderson, especially if you also lose Fabinho.
Yeah.
But I think a Kefren Turam, a Manu Kone, someone like that who can be that box to box, but also someone who can play as a ball winner. I think that is the profile midfielder I'll be looking for. Someone who can play defensive midfield, but can also play a little higher. And also Romeo Lavia will be perfect because he can play as an understudy. Will be happy with rotation minutes, but does have high potential. That depends on how high they rate Stefan Bečković, of course, because you also want to be giving him minutes if you believe he has a future.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Liverpool will probably do well next season. A lot of people seem to be writing him off for the title, but I think they've got perfect conditions. They've not got Champions League football. I mean, they can rest up really easily for the Premier League, and I think they've got a good chance of fighting with Manchester City. Especially since City's squad has been completely torn apart. I don't think we've ever seen a treble-winning side be torn apart in this way.
Looking forward to the Premier season, looking forward to the football season in general, and definitely looking forward to the conclusion of this Women's World Cup. Also, the poor Dutch journalists that have got up at 2 a.m. to get on a video call to BBC.
Yeah, because they couldn't find anyone Dutch to come in the studio. They've not got anyone American, so it feels
they got someone who made someone I can't remember her first name, something Brown, who made 3 England caps in 9 years, and then Anita Asante.
I was going to say, the 3am squad is not exactly Jill Scott and Farrah Williams.
Fran Kirby's not sat there like you just talk about USA Netherlands at 2 a.m.
Yeah. Look, Southampton won't sell him. I think Lavia's going to go this summer, in all honesty. I think Southampton would be foolish not to sell him, especially if you can get somewhere around that 50 million mark.
I know. How have they not been ransacked yet? Well, there's no one got and got.
Because Southampton at the moment are charging ridiculous amounts of money. Leicester have been.
But the whole club's going to hate them.
Well, no, because Southampton are going to sell them all by the end of the window anyway.
And if they don't sell Ward-Prowse, he'll probably score about 25 free kicks next year, so he'll be fine.
I think Ward-Prowse will go though. Apparently,
yeah, West Ham.
Yeah, a lot of interest from West Ham now that they've sold Declan Rice and they've got that money to burn.
Because they have the quality in other. I think Southampton only had his free kicks. West Ham have got quality plus his free kicks.
Yeah,
it's the kind of thing that will just get you out of any game. No matter who you're playing, you could be losing, drawing, winning.
Payet days, mate.
Give him free kick,
He was brilliant for them. But
roll back the years.
Yeah. And then I imagine Lavia will go as well. Both Arsenal and Chelsea interested. Yeah. So I think any top side really should be looking at him. Anyway, back onto the match at hand. Second half, how do US get back into this? Is it a formation change? Is it a system change? Is it marking Netherlands tighter? Is it bringing on some changes? I think
they're not doing much wrong there. Since the goal, again, I still think they've dominated the play. They just got caught out once. They've got to make sure they don't get caught out again. Yeah. Keep playing your football because Morgan's going to get chances. Smith's going to get chances. I've forgotten the right winger's name again. Rodnam's going to get chances. It's it's definitely they'll have plenty of opportunities to get level in this game. They just can't afford to be caught out again. Yeah,
they can't. And I think, but they did look very solid after that Jill Roord goal.
Yeah.
So it is only if Netherlands can get everyone forward in that overload, but that requires someone like Lieke Martens getting past a US player and then the space opening up. Which, if they can nullify that, which they have for the rest of the half, Netherlands don't really have many outlets. They're fullbacks, well, their wing backs love to push forwards and love to go forward with the ball, but as long as Dunn and Fox are well aware of that, they don't cause too much of a problem because they're able to mark them quite effectively. But yeah, it's a close match. I still think US can come back in this game. Obviously,
definitely,
they've got the quality, they've got the talent. They know what they're doing.
You can tell it's a game between two teams who know a lot about each other, who have met a lot of each other in several tournaments.
Well, is it? Because they've not played in 4 years. This is a very different US team.
They're still...
There's obviously neither side is managed by the same manager anymore.
What's it called?
Of course, there'll be players that will look at the others and go, "Well, I've played against you." They're obviously all players who have played at a very high level and probably played against each other in domestic football as well. But
sat there like, oh, I remember you 4 years ago. I had you pocketed.
Yeah, ultimately didn't. The US were very, very good in that final. But yeah, I still think US could come back in this second half. We know the quality they have, of course.
I mean, usually we talk about what this would do to the group. Doesn't matter. These two teams are going through. Let's be honest.
Most likely. I mean, if Portugal win later and the US lose, there's every chance that Portugal could do something in the final game. But even if this is a draw, though, the US still have to.
The second game of the Australia Nigeria, Canada Island group. Australia.
Yeah, Australia, Nigeria. Australia could go through, if I'm right, with a win.
Yeah, Ireland already out. Canada on. Because
Canada won the end, didn't they?
Yeah. Oh no! They would be through because Nigeria will be on 1.
Yes, they will be through.
So Australia can confirm being through. Nigeria would be out if they don't win.
But if Nigeria win, then suddenly Australia find themselves out of the top 2, and it all goes down to the final match day.
Yeah. I'll see England on tomorrow. Games. I think World Cup games come thick and fast every single day. Yeah, there's no break.
Denmark is going to be a difficult one. It's going to be an interesting one. I wasn't convinced by England against Haiti. I feel like we shouldn't have made that. We shouldn't have made as tough work as we did.
On at the end.
Indeed. And I think tomorrow needs to be a bit more convincing. Denmark, they've obviously got players like Pernille Harder who can cause problems, but we are a club or a side of much better quality.
Yeah.
So we should be beating Denmark convincingly.
Definitely.
Going to be an interesting one. Hopefully we can get that win.
We should do. Better opposition, bigger result needed.
Yeah.
And I think Serena Weigand will know that because she is probably one of the greatest managers at the moment.
Yeah, probably one of the top managers in women's football.
Yeah.
Put her up there.
Especially on the international stage.
Well, yeah. Especially now with Jill Ellis not managing internationally.
Yeah, that helps. She just decided to call it quits.
You'd have to say she's definite. I don't think it's an argument. She is the best manager.
She shouldn't just leave.
Ellis, I think so.
She used to win 2 World Cups and go, do I fancy winning another one in 4 years?
She might have gone to OL Reign, I think. That seems to ring a bell. The American side.
Alright.
Let's have a look. No. Doesn't. I don't know.
She might have packed it in. But, US, they'll miss her because she has, she is a World Cup winning manager, with a lot of pedigree.
So she retired and decided to become an ambassador for the US Soccer Federation, and she is the president of San Diego Wave.
Oh, fair enough.
Which obviously the side which Alex Morgan plays in.
Yeah, fair enough. But even though she's not there, they've still got world class players, and
of course,
as long as you've got a decent manager with world class players, it's still capable of winning. I
was going to say, Andonovski is not tragic.
No.
Like there's certainly worse coaches out there.
100%.
And definitely not.
But Jonker in his own right is also very, very good.
Yeah, of course. But
both managers trying to fill big shoes. Both teams trying to, bring more success. And there's a change for the Netherlands.
So potentially Van der Graat. Well, Van der Graat will come off now. And that is a big miss for the second half. Of course, Nguyen's still very, very talented. Yeah. The young Chelsea defender. It's going to be interesting to see how she gets on. But this is a big... She's got to do a big job in the second half. And the change for America. The number 16 will be coming on. Lavelle. Of course, the middle midfielder. I don't know who should come on in place of. It's going to be DeMello.
Not surprised. She lost the race.
Yeah, she was a little all over the place in the second half. But yeah. Lavelle comes on in middle midfield. for De Mello. No substitution brought, and she was a bit confused by that. Van der Graat's off as well, and Nguyen comes in her place. So a change for both sides at the half. We'll see what impact that has on this second 45. Alex Morgan will get us started here for the US once the referee is content that everything is done. Now the board is going to go up to confirm those substitutes, and now we can get started in the second half. Yamashita just checking her watch. Now we'll check with all the officials that we're good to start. Blows the whistle, and we are underway. Alex Morgan knocks it back to Ertz to get us started in this second half.
Big half this. Especially for the US and the 1 goal down.
Done. Lavelle immediately, possibly not at that pace, getting caught in possession, but is back with the US. Once again, though, the pass is lacking. Roord. Here's Dan van der Donk. Now Brugts. Knocks it back. Ball over the top from Janssen. Looking to start fast in the second half then, Netherlands. US obviously winning that long ball, though. Groenen. Now Brugts. Goes back to Nguyen. I think Nguyen will be keen to get some early touches in. Get the ball at her feet. Get comfortable into this match before having to deal with the attacking talent of the USA. Palova, Spitzer, lovely low-driven pass, though Van der Donk loses out to Sullivan. Now Rodman lifts it forward. Spitzer manages to get something on it to push it away from Alex Morgan. Here is done. And the US are starting strong here. She takes on Palova, coming across as Van der Donk. And now Palova can drive away with the ball. Goes backwards though. Inviting the pressure here, Netherlands. So Spitzer just lifts it to Martens. She takes it around her marker. But yeah, Germer winning that ball back well. Now the US can settle into possession again.
Yes.
But yeah, US certainly got an improved performance on that first half. They weren't good enough, weren't positive enough, and got opened up too easily for that goal, I would say. Germer. Now across to Ertz. Brooks wins the ball back, but can't prod it towards Snoise. Fox round the corner. And again caught in possession. I think that's the substitute, isn't it? Lavelle now 2 or 3 times getting caught in possession. Perhaps just adjusting to the pace of the game.
Yeah.
The substitute. But Jill Roord certainly not, and she is looking brilliant in possession of the ball now. Van der Donk. Janssen. Here's Nguyen. Under pressure from Morgan, but can go back to Van Domselaar. Takes the touch and then goes long with it. Looking for Snoise, though Germer heads it away unchallenged. Here's Palova, coming inside. So somehow still held on to that ball. Roord, lifting out wide. Here's Brugts. Now Janssen. Lovely ball. Finds Danielle van der Donk. Tries to slot it through to... I've completely forgotten the forward's name. Germer gets it gone though. Snoise. I think it's Spice, that's definitely. Roord moves it out wide. Palova, options in the box. Options on at the edge of the box becoming available as well. Forced backwards though by the US. Spitzer then, Nguyen. Now Janssen. Tries to play it over to Lieke Martens, who then finds Janssen again. Groenen. Now Nguyen. Back between the sticks to Van Domselaar. And now that ball forward looking for Brooks. So Brooks can't quite get there. That's going to be... Oh no, okay, well for Emily Fox it will be a Netherlands throw.
Yeah, good start to the half for the Netherlands. They're actually the ones kind of taking the pace of the game. First half, it was definitely the US in control.
Yeah, certainly was.
Oh no!
So it's given us a free kick, sorry, not a throw. And yeah, Ertz going to take this one then. Will she play short? Will she look to go long? I think she will go long here.
Take that time. She starters there as well. Janssen wins it, sorry.
Van der Donk. Roord. And now Snoise.
Kind of needed.
Can she get around done?
Right.
Here's Pullover, and she gets caught there by Sophia Smith. So smart, though, from Pullover there. Just to draw the foul. The little shift of the ball right, catching Smith out, who was pressing it hard. And yeah, smart that from Pullover. Draws the foul.
Yeah.
Wins a Netherlands free kick.
Smith. Did not expect that at all.
They've looked good on the ball so far, Netherlands, but they've not really
They have.
been able to get past the US. They've moved it nicely, but every time they've got into a dangerous area, the US have then cut it out. But yeah. Second half still just as close as the first half was. There's absolutely no surprises there.
No.
Janssen heads forward looking for Lieke Martens. Held up really well in that role by Lavelle, potentially why she's come on in this game, and then decides to crunch on. That's got to be a yellow card, surely. No intention to play the ball. No, it's her first foul. But that is, a yellow card worthy tackle. No intention to play the ball. Just got really frustrated.
They brought off DeMello
because she lost her head.
Yeah,
and instantly
and absolutely kicked out her groin.
Don't know really what she was thinking there. I don't think she was.
They got history.
Essentially.
Fighting each other.
Both featured in that final 2019. Poor distribution out the back from US. From Netherlands under pressure from the US. Groningen wins it back again. And a shove from Rodman. The US are getting frustrated here.
Yeah.
By the Dutch.
Maybe starting to boil over a little bit.
I don't think that was noticed by the referee. I feel it would have been a card if not.
Yeah.
But yeah, frustrations potentially for the US boiling over now. It's going to second half. And they've got to keep their heads because they are still a really good team, obviously. They could get it back in this game. But not with passes like that. Groningen, Van der Donk, Roord. Again, Pullover, I don't know where she's at now.
They are first sign of struggles when they're losing. And they're feeling the pressure of being the back.
Doesn't feel like this side is as together as it was in 2015 and in 2019. Because potentially that's down to the playing squad, potentially down to the change in staff as well, of course.
Not as manager, but if Jill Ellis saw her side fighting people because they're frustrated, she'd be joining in. Yeah, she'd be with them on the front line.
Horan.
Sew herself on.
Space opening up. I think she might take. I thought she might let one off there, but here's Sophia Smith trying to just fashion some space because the Dutch defence is just holding too strong at the moment. I'm surprised Horan didn't let one fly because we know Van Dosselaar can spill chances. Just have a pot from that sort of end. No one's putting any pressure on her.
Yeah, why not?
I think that's because they know the Dutch that the US aren't looking to take pot shots. They're trying to break them down, trying to put the ball in a position where the shot is almost a guarantee, almost a certainty. And the US need to stop overplaying in that regard. They need to take some shots. Morgan tries to put it across the box. Janssen will get there though. The clearance isn't good. Horan trying to get there. Van der Donk now to the ball. And it's scrappy, but somehow Horan has the ball on the edge of the box. Janssen wins it back. Roord loses out to Dunn. Possession turning hands very quickly here, but now it's the Netherlands on the ball. Brutes, who's been very high today, but very deep as of right now. Janssen forced to Van Dosselaar, who's just no nonsense there. Under pressure, gets that gone. And the flick on from Martens, held up well by Snuys. Now, I was about to say Van der Beek, but of course it's not. It's Van der Donk. Here's Pullover. Needs a run. I think that's what she was doing there, complaining slightly. But Spitzer, Roord, Spitzer. Tries to find Pullover. Hasn't quite come off. And they'll let that roll out of play.
Netherlands in control, really, this second half.
Yeah, they seemed much more calm in possession. I think, obviously, they've got less pressure due to their one goal advantage in this game, but they seem a lot calmer.
Unless US are just biding their time, they're going to need to start thinking about how this game is going to play out.
Yeah. By the way, Aston Villa 2-0 up. Moussa Diaby has scored in the 73rd minute, so that's good. And Real are beating Man United, Jude Bellingham, with their goal in that game. Fantastic to see.
Moussa Diaby, I think, could be a huge signing.
Yeah, I agree. That's a big pickup from Villa. Yeah, and Chelsea drew 1-0 with Newcastle. Not too bad. Well, they were top 4 last season. I'll take that.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just having to knock out and play. US are under pressure here. Under big pressure.
Yeah. I thought Bad as well, though, over the other goal for Villa. Interested to see whether he sticks around. this
we're not
season.
loading out.
Palova. Roord. Now Sheridan Spitzer. Spitzer is just so reliable. I don't think I've ever seen her make a mistake. I know now she's going to like put it in her own net or something, but you know, last Euro she was sensational. This tournament she's been excellent.
Never sent off, never scoring own goals, never missing the ball.
Rodman ball in, by the way, headed away by Newen. And Brooks gets that one clear. Yeah, it just always seems so reliable. Both in possession, but also out of possession.
Yeah. 55 minutes on the clock. We still have 35 to go. And we can go back to sleep. Hooray. No, big 35 in terms of the tournament.
Yeah. I was going to say, you're starting a flag, but the game certainly isn't. Hopefully, we, continues in this manner. And then Lieke Martens trying just to flick it on. Snoyce can't really, can't get to it. Can't get anywhere near it. But yeah. I don't know what name Lieke Martens has on the back of her shirt. I think it might be, look like Van Domselaar.
Doubt it. Passes completed. Look at that. 157 for USA. 311 for the Netherlands. And saying that US had the majority of the ball in the first kind of 20-30 minutes of the game, Netherlands are really in control in the second half. They have taken this game. They had the 1-0 advantage at the break, and they've taken the game by the scruff of the neck, and are fully in charge. And US, I can't really do anything about. Can't really do much about it at the moment. Newen cutting that out, replacing Van der Graat brilliantly.
Yeah, I just think she's got that physicality and the height to replace exactly what Van der Graat brings for this Netherlands team.
Mertens getting stuck in.
That's Van der Donk.
Oh yeah, I did think, why is Mertens getting stuck in? Trying to win a throw.
This midfield battle has been sensational.
So.
Well, that struck the hand of the American player going off, but
I thought it hit the American player at least. It definitely hit him.
Potentially already off the field when it struck him. Here is Rodman. Sorry, Morgan holds it up well. Lavelle, though, not getting any opportunities across that in. Sheridan Spitzer is there to sort her out. And now it's going to be a corner. But, yeah, Newen just holding up Morgan well there. Lovely flick round the corner from Morgan. But that is judged to perfection by Sheridan Spitzer there. Easily could have gone wrong. Easily could have conceded a pen, but, yeah. US, by the way, 6 corners. Netherlands yet to... Is it the box?
No,
there we go, we're back. Right, sorry. Don't know why. The stream just cut out there. We should be back now, right?
Yeah. That was weird.
Just a momentary problem. Right, sorry about that, guys. Our stream just had a moment. At least the Wi-Fi seems to be a little more stable than it usually is. But Alex Morgan, ball in. Taken away from the head of Rodman by Janssen. And now out wide with Fox. Horan down on the deck though. And Yamashita will go over and check if she's alright.
Just on the wrong end of a Van der Donk tackle.
Yeah, I thought it was a head injury at first, holding her head, but no, just a strong challenge from Van der Donk. Yeah.
Both teams can use this as a bit of a drinks break.
Yeah, 60 minutes now on the clock then. What have you made of the second half?
I mean, I thought USA would come out swinging. But if anything, Netherlands are all over them.
Yeah.
They've been absolutely solid.
I'd say it's been very close still.
Yeah.
But Netherlands do look the better side. So, yeah, tight one. Hopefully it continues in this way.
Yeah.
But yeah, chat if you're watching along, if you're just tuning in, make sure to leave your thoughts on the action. I'd say it's been a very, very good game though. Tournament tree, of course, can make all the difference, and hopefully our connection can improve. Apologies for that, guys. But yeah, Lavelle over this corner. Option the box, and Horan just unhappy there with Van der Donk and gives her a shove, and then has a couple of words for her afters. afterwards as well. And now Van der Donk giving her a piece of her mind as well. But yeah. So already a strong challenge put in from Van der Donk a couple of minutes ago. Now a bit of a war of words in the penalty box. And Horan just getting away from Van der Donk. Van der Donk now making her case to the referee that she's not to blame. I think she wants the two of them to talk it out. I just want to scrap.
Have a chat.
But yeah.
Be nice to each other. Say sorry. Move on. Be friends. Woohoo.
But yeah, anyway, a corner now. I mean, after all of this, a chance to the USA from this corner. It was a poor second half, says Chelsea fan. I won't say poor. There's been less chances, but certainly not poor. And I feel like there's more drama to come in this. I mean, this whole situation seems to be a bit.
I mean, everyone else is
long and drawn out.
Telling their captain to just relax. Just relax.
But yeah, a momentary pause then for the US, and now they got a chance from this corner.
Van der Donk laughing it off, really.
Yeah, anyway, Lavelle prepared for this 5 minutes ago. Now she'll finally get to take the corner.
Yeah. That ball's on the spot. Good, solid cattle. Ball in.
Ball in. Who can it find? And it's Horan from the header!
Wow.
And that is one way to silence Daniele van der Donk. Horan heads home. A big goal for the US then, as they now draw level in this game. Fantastic delivery from Lavelle. Fantastic header. Andowski going on to celebrate. But yeah. A big goal.
Wow. Talk about...
She does what was the celebration? The Son celebration.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, that's one way to respond.
Yeah.
A little war of words settled by a fantastic header from Horan.
Completely loses a marker.
There was no one marking her. It all comes after the confusion, because obviously they'll all have set players you'd imagine that they're going to mark. Van der Donk was supposed to be on Horan.
Brilliant
after
header.
That war of words,
brilliant header.
After that mess, it's, she's left unmarked.
Yeah.
She heads home. And the US now, back level in this game. It's an annoying way to find for the game to be equalised though, because obviously we have had such a tight game, and for it to come after, a bit of a weird couple of minutes. It's, not ideal, but US will not care at all. And now they're going forward with confidence. Smith trying to find Morgan there, but couldn't. We need Caicedo now. Sorry, I was talking about Chelsea. Yeah, I can't understand. I couldn't get behind £100 million for him though.
It's a lot of money.
It's a slow payment. Anyway, USA trying to come forwards and ball and ends up off pitch though, and a goal kick now. Lindsey Horan's 29th goal for the US national team.
It's a big one.
Yeah, highlighting her importance.
Great header.
Picking goals out in moments like that. And yeah, no chance for Van Domselaar to save the unmarked header.
And US back in this game.
Yeah.
And now all to play for.
Indeed.
All to play for.
Because if they draw this and Portugal win later, Portugal moves to within 1 point of both of them.
Yeah. And now that'd be quite tight actually.
Because Portugal USA would be a direct fight for a chance to progress. And
suddenly Portugal will be right up for that.
Of course. So that the way the group works out is definitely favouring Portugal. The fact they can get a very, because this game is tight. Because this game happens in the middle of the middle of match day. Yeah, it's difficult. Van Domselaar is the ideal result though for Portugal that US win, because then they play a USA side that may rest, may be more inclined to, not be too bothered about losing that game, because they would still get through regardless of results. Yeah. Well, actually, not necessarily, because if Netherlands won and Portugal won, you never know, but. Good goal difference, all that, but yeah.
It's a bit clumsy there from Lieke.
Lieke Martens just catching down. Yeah, and so we had fears the Netherlands weren't as strong this year and wouldn't be able to compete after the opening match. Those fears are alleviated now, however.
Yeah, no.
As they're really proving their worth in this game. But yeah. Anyway. 25 minutes left then Everything still to play for. Jonker and Andowski both watching on, hoping their side can push on, find that late winner in this game. Here is Spitzer. Now Pullover. Roord. Spitzer again. Van der Donk. Yeah, as Joseph Van saying, game very much on now.
Yeah.
And that's poor pass from Van der Donk in US coming forward. Lavelle. Can't quite get to Morgan. Good challenge from Newen, but falls to Horan.
I thought Van der Donk.
And Van der Donk wins it and then goes to ground. Nothing, I don't know, free kick given.
These two are a great scrap.
I love it. Horan slipped over. Van der Donk was keen then to get there. And yeah, Horan was keen just sort of... Well, she did pull out her shirt, to be fair. But those two, yeah. Not giving the other any breathing room at all. Lieke Martens a little bit aggressive there on Lavelle, but the right side of the line of aggression. Trinity Rodman wins it off of Brooks. I think she's offside.
Yeah, flag that.
Janssen gets caught in possession. Rodman. It's going to stand.
Yes, give it.
Trinity Rodman wins the ball, bursts away, plays it into Morgan. I thought Morgan was well offside. I think it will be.
Is she?
Hang on.
Miles off.
Rodman slotted it through. I don't think they'll have a VAR check. Surely the linesman's put the flag up. Yeah, they did. I don't know why they celebrated.
Yeah. Morgan actually looked at it and went, yeah, that's on. Whoa. What's she doing?
I don't know. Maybe they still were like, that's a good move.
Yeah.
So celebrated with Rodman. She did well to win the ball high at the pitch for Trinity Rodman, but then... Yeah.
Morgan's didn't hold it a run. But US starting to come back into this game. Clawing back.
Yeah. Ertz. Now with... is that Grimo, I say the name is? Germer, that's it.
Yeah.
Done. Horan. I've had a dog collar instantly, but Germer now. Back to Nao. We've not seen her in a while.
I'm waiting for a Van der Donk screaming down and just go celebrate her face. Headed out by Janssen.
Yeah, fascinating stadium name today. We are playing at the Te Wanganui Atara.
Yeah.
I think that's the place name, not the. Obviously, Wellington is the overall place, but I think that's either the stadium or the.
Yeah, I think because New Zealand they have two names, don't they? Because every kind of place has it. I think kind of each area has two different names. It has the British version and the other version. I can't remember what they call it.
Fun version.
The fun version, yeah, that's what.
Yeah, obviously at the Wellington Regional Stadium.
What's the regional? It's not rectangle.
I reckon it's another one that's been done in by FIFA's rules against stadium sponsorship.
But I think I'm need to call it the circular arena.
The Welly Bowl. Wellington Bowl. Van der Donk. Down the line into Snice, though Germer does really well to deal with her. Now it's Hertz. Plays it forward. Rodman turns out. Tries to slot in Smith. Falls to Groenen. Roord. Groenen. Rodman flying in there with a tackle, but misses the player entirely. Roord.
And the ball, though, so it's fine.
Now Spitzer.
Taking the time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's slotty.
Sophia Smith, that caught the hand of Newen, but play will continue.
Cool.
Lavelle.
Spitzer
Will it fall to anyone? Spitzer gets back, of course she does. Now Roord looking to break away for the Netherlands. Danielle van der Donk. Needs options. Has options to use. Trying to play it to Pullover. Dunn wins it back. Van der Donk. Don't know why Dunn went down there. Didn't know she was caught at all by Van der Donk, but has convinced the referee.
There must have been something there, surely.
20 votes in the poll and chat. Very much a split.
Change for the Netherlands.
Yeah, a very split audience. 55% for the US, 40% for the Netherlands, 5% draw. Calvin Papp, welcome to the stream to show the game. Unfortunately, we cannot do that due to, obviously, copyright rules, but you're more than welcome to watch on the game with us or listen to our commentary as a substitute if you can't watch the game.
Speaking of substitutes, Snow Ice is off for Egarola. So still no Beerensteyn.
Isn't Egarola, though, a midfielder?
Yeah,
Looks like Roord's gone
Roord's
up front. Fair enough.
So I guess they still want that height, that directness.
Yeah.
Poor
That they lack
Beerensteyn.
from Vivian Media. I mean, I put Van der Graat up there. I know she's injured now, but I've got off injured for fun it.
I think it should be quality.
Of course. But yeah, now done. US coming forwards on the left-hand side. Their left looked so dangerous all night, of course, with Sophia Smith. Palova can't keep her quiet. Here's Smith. Ball in, blocked by Spitzer. Spitzer can keep her quiet, though.
It's not a corner. We know what happened the last time a corner. There was a goal and a fight.
20 minutes left of the game.
USA fans actually loving it.
Yeah.
Cheering their team on with 19 minutes to go. Lavelle getting the crowd going. Big chance again.
Oh, they scored from the last corner they had.
Yeah.
A chance again now from the dead ball situation. Lavelle lifts it into the air well. This time Horan's a lot closer marked. It's Ertz that almost gets to it, and down Van Domselaar there. A little bit of pain after challenging up for the ball.
Spitzer got knocked into by Ertz.
Yeah, Ertz just went up for it and just sort of elbowed her rib cage.
A bit winded.
And Spitzer then making her feelings toward Ertz very clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she will just stretch it out a little. And then we can get back underway, but yeah. A free kick awarded to the Netherlands.
This is just confirming VAR that Alex Morgan was offside with that goal, very far offside, her whole body nearly offside. Yeah. Definitely.
Don't think anyone was in any doubt there, but Morgan's showing her quality there. A really good finish.
Yeah.
If they can get her in behind, we know she'll score. It's just whether the US can unlock this Dutch defence. What they have now, Sophia Smith. She should have gone on their left there. Cut back onto her right, didn't come off. Now tries to be a bit too cute with a chance. And yeah, should have just struck that on her left, Sophia Smith.
Yeah.
Here, she had the space to drive into. She cuts back there to try and get it on her right foot. It gets stuck in her feet. Then probably should have gone for an easier option than trying to lift it towards the back post.
Yeah. Van Domselaar long with this goal kick, sorry. Defensive line breaks. 3 for Alex Morgan.
1 for Fox, 1 for Rodman. Because they've made it look like the US have done loads there, whereas there might be loads of 1s for Netherlands.
Smart ploy. 1 back by Van der Donk. Battling over, brought down.
Still going, Van der Donk.
And it's
given us Netherlands free kick, I think.
I'm guessing that's why.
My Antonovsky.
The Duns injured, not having.
Yeah, the US manager reacted like it's the worst thing ever.
Worst thing he's ever heard. Never heard something more horrific.
He's been dealt the greatest injustice of his entire life.
Yeah. He's shaming.
Anyway,
Spitzer.
Sheridan Spitzer. 17 minutes left in this game. Fast approaching the end. This result would suit both teams to a certain extent, wouldn't it?
Yes. Because they're both through. They draw here, then even in Portugal, put a bit of pressure on Netherlands.
Yeah.
Because they're only on 2 points, but it'd be close if they drew. Portugal would be a threat. Oh, no, they didn't draw, did they? What am I on about? They beat Portugal and we'd melt. They'd be absolutely fine.
Van der Donk. Roord. Now Spitzer trying to go down the line, cut up by Horan though. Into Morgan. Now reverses it. Smith. Good challenge from Spitzer. Smith though wins the ball back. Van der Donk then getting stuck in. But yeah, Smith losing possession there.
Such a physical game for him. Both sides push to the maximum. Providing the maximum.
Yeah.
Could still see a winner.
When these are two top sides facing off the group stage, it's everything we expected from this game. It's been close, there's been goals, there's been drama, there's been fighting. It's two sides which are quite familiar with each other.
Yes.
Throughout the years, we'll be more than accustomed to. But yeah, it's been a really good game. Really good game. Probably my favourite of the group stage. Yesterday was decent as well, to be fair.
Yeah.
But, yeah. And yeah, only 15 minutes remaining now then, and not a lot of time for a winner to be found, but enough time for a goal, of course. Here is done, and whatever is added on, I imagine there'll be quite a healthy helping of added time. We've had, Horan trying to scrap Van der Donk.
Injuries.
We've had, a couple injuries. So I wouldn't be surprised, and you'd imagine we'll start to see substitutes throughout the last 15 minutes. There are a couple of subs already. But you think we'll start to see a bit more rotation as this game goes on. Rodman, can she get the ball into the box? No, she can't. Cleared away by Janssen. And already 2 changes for the Dutch, 1 for USA.
Yeah, I think so.
Brugts. Janssen. Trying to lift it towards Lieke Martens, who does well. Now Brugts. Groenen. Trying to find Martens. But yeah, what's the next change then for both teams? Who do they bring on?
Ooh. I don't really know, because it depends if they want to go for it or not.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know. I really don't know. I think you could leave it. You don't want to show much. You don't want to give all your cards away.
Fair enough. I would probably say for the US, Rapinoe on and move Smith through the middle.
Yeah.
And then for the Netherlands, I would say Beerensteyn, just for a bit of energy.
Possibly.
Up front, give Lieke Martens a rest.
Yeah. All
Just
right.
a bit more rotation in this game.
Probably getting away with that there a bit. Went to dummy throw, kind of dropped it at her feet.
Well, I think because it didn't come onto the field.
Yeah, true.
It's not. Yeah. It's the equivalent of bouncing the ball around before you take a throw.
Yeah.
Don't know why anyone would do that. It's actually quite pointless, but yeah. Anyway, here is Palova. Oh,
Does really,
fantastic
yeah.
there. To spin Sophia Smith. Tries to play into Snice, but can't.
Slice is off.
Lavelle.
Roord, isn't it?
Oh, sorry, yeah. Roord.
Big tack there.
Spitzer. Groenen. Spitzer. Now this is beautiful football from the Netherlands. Roord. I don't know how on earth she pulled off that pass to the substitute.
Alive.
Who's the substitute for?
Aragola.
Aragola.
Yeah.
Brugts. Looking to make something happen here. Just 12 minutes left. Picks out Groen on the edge. Thought she might have a crack, but opts against it. Brugts. Now Janssen. Here is Newen. Lifts it out wide into Palova. Options all around to pick out. Van der Donk. Goes out wide. Here is Lieke Martens. What can she make happen? Keep hitting that like button, people. Yes, Chelsea fan. Everyone heeds that advice. Brugts, and it's blocked.
What a block.
Make sure to leave a like if you haven't already. We are currently on 11 likes. Thank you very much.
Oh, wow. That's a lot. Thank you very much.
And of course, if you're new around here, it goes out saying please do subscribe for more content.
Much appreciated.
Throughout this Women's World Cup. But yeah, just wide of the mark there. Corner to deal with now for the US. And Spitzer's over this. I don't have Van der Glaat, but still Newen in there. Still Roord. Still Janssen.
You look at that. 3 attempts for Netherlands, 2 on target. 11 for USA, 3 on target. That clinicality from the Dutch has been quality. That's what's kept me in this game.
Ball in. Challenged by Janssen. And now put back in by Palova. Headed away by Germa. Hit by Brugts. Not convincing. Morgan just smashes it up into the air. And now Groenen to Palova. Trying to go round Dunn. Dunn, though, wins the ball back well. Then Palova trips her up as she tries to break away. Smart that from Palova. Definitely a foul, though.
Definitely good spot from referee as well.
Into the 80th minute now, 10 minutes to go. Where do you see this game going? And chat, answer the same question. Who do you think is going to win, Netherlands or USA, or will it stay a draw?
I'm going to be really boring instead of saying the same.
No winner?
No.
No dramatic late goal?
No. I think both sides could keep it pretty quiet for now. Keep it pretty tight.
Yeah, just to be a bit different. I will say that the Netherlands are going to get a goal.
Fair enough.
Germa. Goes long, headed away. Falls to Lavelle. That shot though. Troubling the birds in the sky, not the back of the net.
Another one skied.
Yeah, I mean, just a weird angle to try that shot. Got under it too much and lifted it too high.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's like cheering their team on. There's a Statue of Liberty.
There is someone just a Statue of Liberty. But yeah, some fantastic banners and costumes for the US fans. Very passionate about this team, aren't they?
Really, it's been brilliant.
Sophia Smith slots it through. Rodman in behind, should score just wide. Rodman's going to, regret. I mean, she's. I don't think she's scored in this tournament yet. Obviously, Smith getting a brace in the first game. Rodman though nothing. Smith slots it through here, and Trinity Rodman. You got to feel she's to score that. Van Domslaar does well to make the angle difficult, to narrow it off. But yeah, just tries too hard to place it in the far corner. And yeah, just
US fans.
Just wide.
Thought I might just creep into the bottom corner, but alas. Just kind of curling away from goal, if anything.
Yeah. Horan. Smith. Now Lavelle flicks it on. Alex Morgan's going to get there. She will try and square it, but it's blocked. And a USA corner.
Yeah, USA
We've seen already how they can
push for a second.
Indeed. Wow, what a miss indeed, Chelsea fan. Indeed, a big miss.
Netherlands got to be careful not. The USA will get a winner.
Yeah.
Fans cheering Lavelle. She heads down to the corner to take the corner. On the ball now. Ball in. It falls
to... Oh, what an effort, I think, from Smith.
There's a touch.
Yeah, Sophia Smith there. I think
Lieke Martens again.
Getting the touch. And then off the post, but it falls to Smith here on the edge of the box. A ferocious volley. I think it is Martens. On the line, who heads it past the post.
Wow.
I thought it came off the post.
Crucial.
But no, Martens just deals with that so well. Her defensive contribution today has been immense, Lieke Martens.
Ball in again. Header free. Getting ahead at the moment going on.
Yeah, I was going to say. Grennan tries to turn out. Done. Falls to Lavelle. And Brooks wins it in the air, but she's got to keep challenging for it. Horan. Now Rodman. Ball in. Up in the air from Spitzer. Another corner. USA putting Netherlands under pressure here. Netherlands can't get out. USA are camped in their third. A man with a USA LFG jumper watches on.
Legend. Not a legend. 6 minutes to go.
We all know what he'll be saying if this goes in. Corner. Horan looking to get a second from a corner. She's encouraging Sophia Smith to take up a slightly different position here. Horan managed to control it. Janssen, though, winning the ball back. No outlet, though, for the US. Everyone deep. Germa fires it back forwards. Janssen heads it away. Headed back into the box. Netherlands win the header in there. Cleared away by Nguyen, but there's nobody there to go and latch onto.
They're hanging on. They are hanging on.
Sophia Smith. Cutting inside. Goes now to Dunn. Chance for the US. Ball into the box. Headed away by Spitzer. Dunn again. Van der Donk keeping close. Ball into a good position now for Sullivan on the edge. Touches it back. Lavelle. Now Rodman. This could go into the box and does go into the box. Morgan at the back post. Should finish. Stopped on the line. Spitzer gets it out. Only as far as Rodman. Ball back in. Headed away by Janssen. falls to the number 23 Fox. Now Rodman. USA throwing everything at this game, but that cross leaves a lot to be desired.
The US in control. Netherlands are backed up against the wall. They've got 5 minutes to hold on.
A goal kick now and a chance to get rid of this ball. Just get it long.
Yeah.
And relieve the pressure. Huge block that from Newen. And yeah, Rodman, that was a fantastic ball. And you feel Morgan could have done more with that chance. Done more. But it's close.
Change for the Netherlands? I think it might be a change for the Netherlands. Number 18 coming on.
Yeah. Chelsea fans, see you, mate. Good stream, Jack and Harry. I have to go now. See you for the England game, my friends. See you there. Chelsea fans, should be a great game tomorrow. Of course, we'll be live for England versus Denmark. Should be a cracker. But yeah, Casper I coming on now. Who subbed off?
Oh, Logan.
Okay.
I didn't see it.
I'll check.
I'll go, Martens.
That would make sense. It is Pullover. It's Casper coming into that right wing back role. But yeah, still US. We're into the 86th minute, and they've made just the one sub, that half-time change, to introduce Lavelle into this game instead of. I can't remember who she came on for now. Demolo, yeah. Naya goes long. US still feel like they've got a chance in this game. Spitzer heads away, which of course they do have a chance. They've got every chance of finding a goal in this last 5 minutes. They can't afford to rest. They want to see this game out. They want to get the win, see this group out and be through. But here is done. No guarantee though that the winner of today's match is through at all. By the way,
no.
Well, if it's the US.
Even Netherlands doesn't say amount of points. Oh no, because they play
because of the way it's not US and unless Vietnam beat Portugal, of course.
I'd be very surprised if they do.
I would also be very surprised if they do.
Van Dijk not happy with that decision then.
Yep.
Into the 87th minute now. Time's running out.
And
a very long line, just in case you have a really long wall.
A lot of the magic spray. Spitzer now.
And Sane blocking the issue of the keeper. Not really going to be able to see much.
That is, by the way, the wobbliest line I've ever seen for a free kick.
Ball in, headed away. Kept it alive. Keeper gets hold of it. 2 minutes to go. She's taking her time to release this. No rush.
I was going to say, yeah. Picks out Sullivan. Now back to Naya. Comfortable playing with the ball at her feet is the US goalkeeper. Goes long now. Flicked on by Horan. Smith, too desperate that.
Yeah.
Trying too hard. Casper tries to keep that in play. Going to be a US throw.
Titans running away from both sides. It looks like nothing's going to split them. Which makes sense.
Such a close game.
Yeah.
Two teams at the top of their game. And yeah, I mean, we said at the start, this is a big chance to really settle a score. Not really settle a score, but lay an early marker for this competition. But it's most likely going to be a draw, and I think it will end that way now.
Yeah.
A game where two very evenly matched sides end even. Makes sense. But yeah, couple minutes left then. Shout out to the 9% in chat who voted for draw. It seems like they will be right. Fair enough. But yeah. See again that strike from Smith that was glanced away from goal by Lieke Martens.
Roord scored from, well, not exactly the same area, but similar.
Same sort of area, yeah. Obviously a very different strike, but same sort of area.
Yeah. Not long to go now. Find out how many minutes out of time I've got in a minute. I'd expect maybe 4.
Yeah. We'll find out. It is going to be 5 additional minutes in this game. A still chance for a goal then. I think that both sides will be happy to see out this draw. Of course, if there's an opportunity to score, they'll take it, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see the game.
No.
slowly come to its end here.
Yeah.
Van der Donk clearing it. Ertz for this
Pretty
game.
massive.
As well, yeah, we are in England. A lot of our normal audience unable really to watch today's stream. Quite a European-based audience. It is the middle of the night, so yeah, thank you to everyone. Whether you're a usual viewer that's decided to tune in for a stream that doesn't suit your time zone, or whether or whether you're a new viewer or someone whose time zone does fit. Whoever you are, thank you very much for tuning in today, and I hope you can join us for more of the games in this tournament.
Definitely.
Tomorrow it's England. Hopefully, Lionesses can win.
Yeah.
Should be a close game. Smith slots it through. Morgan's in behind. Van Domselaar's out to it quickly, but it's too... She's not dealt with that well. It's up in the air. Sophia Smith. Newen gets there now. Brugts. That goes long. Everything goes long, I think, at the last minute. Roord trying to challenge for the ball. Martens up for it as well. Ertz then puts it to Dunn. And Roord pouncing on it. But she gets it to Germer, who puts it long. Smith Newen goes through her. Play continues though as the US still in possession. Spitzer trying to shuffle Smith out wide. There's Lavelle. Dunn. Switches the play. Fox. Controls it but under pressure immediately from Brugts. Ertz. Puts it forward. Here's Horan. Dunn. Lifts it over the top. Can Smith get this ball into the box? Trying to cross it now. Sophia Smith. Can run at them. Ball in. Falls to Rodman. Rodman. Oh, she tries to touch it to one of the players coming into the box, but it's just past Fox, and Lavelle lifts that over the bar. And Sullivan lifts it over the bar. An over-ambitious effort. 2.5 minutes left then in this game.
I don't think we're going to see much anything to separate sides.
I agree with you there.
It's been a good game though. I think the draw is the right outcome.
Yeah.
Clearly showing the pace that both sides want to set this tournament.
One last substitution then for the Netherlands, number 13. It's going to be Jill Roord off. And in her place, you'd imagine it's going to be a forward. It is Janssen.
Someone should kick the ball long too. Let her stand there.
But Roord under no obligation to come off too quickly
brilliant
there. And so, yeah.
She had a really good game.
Scored.
I'll say.
Very good goal from Roord.
We'll do play the match in a minute. I think she's up there.
But yeah, I don't know where Janssen will come on and play, whether she is a defensive player and they're just seeing everyone deep, whether she is an attacker, just a rotation. I think she's an attacker by the looks of it. Lavelle there. Just catching Van der Donk.
Mm-hmm.
Back of the head, and she is down at the moment. I think she will receive treatment. Oh, Lavelle also in pain.
Flash her heads.
Yeah.
Oof, blimey. It's going to hurt.
Just knocked her in the back of the head. I think both players will just receive treatment. I really like these red puffer jackets the US are kitted out in. A lot of the physios just sort of have the team jacket, but the team jacket for the US is these giant red puffer jackets.
Quality. Very smart. Very clever.
Yeah. Anyway, just a minute left then of this additional time. I imagine we'll play over now due to this stoppage for the injuries. But yeah. This is almost 4 a.m. here in the UK, for a reference to anyone elsewhere. And yeah.
Mental. Hopefully Van Long's alright, yeah? I think she did get a cut on the back of her head. By the look of things.
Yeah, and, there's going to be someone readying up here to make sure that if they need to bring off Van der Donk, they can. Yeah, I think Lavelle's walking over towards the sideline. May just be for a drink. Could be a substitution. But yeah.
Maybe a drink. Van der Donk's still down.
I think she seems to be alright now. So head. I think they just put a swimming cap on. I imagine there's a bandage with a swimming cap over the top, would be my best guess. Right, now they're just testing her for concussion, of course. imagine it's like a compression thing.
Yeah. Not a random swimming cat they found.
Here,
Roord's goal.
yeah, I was going to say a highlight of that Roord goal. Fantastic finish through the bodies. The US defence, and yeah, Spitzer definitely enjoyed that one. And here, the header from Horan at the near post. Unmarked, unstoppable. Horan, good goal for the US.
Good game, really enjoyed it.
Yeah, thoroughly enjoyable.
Again, another great game. You know, we're starting to get
And we
better
have
games
a very exciting schedule over the weekend. England, obviously, tomorrow, as we've spoken about. Saturday, France, Brazil. On Sunday, it is Germany, Colombia. And then on Monday morning, I think we have Japan, Spain. So, really exciting run of fixtures coming up. Though, of course, yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, subject to change due to the group stages aren't finished yet. Games may be more interesting than the ones we've picked. So picked out on the tournament start. So the schedule may change if you're using the schedule to work out when we're live. But yeah, ball forward from number 18 for US from Netherlands. That's Casper, isn't it?
Yeah. Sure.
One of the substitutes.
Don't know how long we're going to play on for.
No, now approaching the 7th minute of that additional time. Thanks as well to the 2 new subscribers we've gained during the stream. Welcome to the community.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, ball long now for the US. Rodman in behind. Could cause some problems here. Not much support up there with her. Pass then to Lavelle over hit. We are now over that 7 minutes, so 2 minutes over what was allotted. I think we'll probably go to 8.
Maybe.
Would be my guess. Nice round number.
I'll just stop it now, ref. Why not? No?
Brooks kicks that out.
She checks her watch as well. Night.
We don't have much time after streams from these because we want to think, but I think that's more than made up for by the fact the games last so much longer in the World Cup due to obviously the amount of added time added on.
Yeah. I've already got my player of the match ready.
You are on sort of it today, but yeah. Well,
any minute now, ref.
Fast asleep, but efficient with that.
Ref
whistle. The conclusion of today's game. It's been a sensational match, and yeah, both sides really fought hammer and tong, and in the end, the spoils are shared. USA won. Netherlands won a close game. It's going to be difficult to call a man of the match. Who are you going to go for?
Roord.
Yeah.
She was quality.
Yeah, I feel like I could go for a couple of players here. I want to give an honourable mention to Horan first for the US. She was brilliant today, obviously, that all-important goal. I'm going to go for Brooks, though. 19 years old, played really well today, looked really dependable. There's multiple players you could give it to. You could obviously Roord, as you say. You could give it to Pelova, Van der Donk, Grönen, Janssen, a plethora of players. But yeah, for me, Brooks just looked really, really solid today. Barely put her foot wrong. Fought really hard on that left-hand side. Not an easy job to mark up Trinity Rodman yet. She kept her quiet today. Didn't allow her really to get in this game. So for me, impeccable performance from her today. Not only brilliant defensively, but also going forwards, a really, really good player. Yeah. Anyway, that is everything for today. I hope you guys have really enjoyed today's stream. It's been a good one. Yeah. Really enjoying this tournament now. We are halfway through the group stage. Still another week left of group stage fixtures. Please do join us for as many as you can. But that is everything for today. Join us tomorrow for the England match. We'll be live from 9:15. The stream page is already up, so you can go over there, leave a like, and set a reminder. That is everything for today, though. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. you.